Alright guys, so welcome back to the show for you guys today. I have just watched the craziest but most funny and most interesting stream ever that you are currently seeing on the screen that we are going to share with you. I'm telling you, this is really changing our YouTube channel, what we might be doing in the future, especially after we get moved out of this place, hopefully, and we end up getting a bigger place like we were talking about. So, essentially, you can already tell from the freaking title of this stream, it's definitely not looking good for ReviewTechUSA at all. And now, even if I love his channel, now I actually don't think he is a very good person ever. And this is not just coming from these guys that you're about to see. It's come from a few other content creators too. And it's definitely not looking very good, at least for his mental health. And I think it's what is got him to delete his channel, to make the stupidest mistake ever that everybody keeps calling him out on, because he had 1 million subscribers. He literally had 1 million subscribers. It's insane that he had that many. And just all of a sudden just was like, boom, gone. Decided to delete all that hard-on work content that he's given. Now, there's going to be some funny, really funny things that are going on in here. So just to give you guys a heads up that do watch this. And sorry that about the background of my place a little bit looking not right. But you can see I got some boxes back here in the back. I got some boxes, that are packed up and such. I know it's mumbling there, but yesterday I actually decided to pack up some stuff that we don't really use and touch, so that way we got all that stuff ready, so whenever the time we do move, we won't have as much to actually pack up and such. So I just figured, why not just pack up the stuff that we don't use, our pretty much our older PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and OG Xbox games. And even to an extent, I've packed up some of our OG Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games that we have, a disc copy on, but we also got digital copies from Games with Gold that Microsoft used to have as a service, and Sony that still does monthly with its essential, PS Plus members, with grabbing 2 to 3 free games every single month, and just games that have been on sale that we've bought, and we've actually gotten some hard copies of some games from some of the special limited edition consoles that we had that we bought off eBay, such as the Taco Bell Gold PS4, the freaking Gold Rush Xbox One X that is a Battlefield 5 edition, and the list goes on. But I actually do need to see if you guys are going to be able to hear this stream, because I'm telling you, it's going to literally be insane. This is from Keemstar and a couple of other content creators that he talked about. Bro, I don't know what the heck it is, but dude, I used to love ReviewTechUSA and hate everybody that attacked him, and now I honestly think that in reality, he's still a good content creator out there, in my opinion, but when it comes to him as a person, I don't think he's a good person. It looks to be like he is not a very, very good person. But I actually have to start a little bit of this, and I gotta watch our stream ourselves, on YouTube, to see if you guys can hear the voices in the background. So I'm going to go on ahead and mute the headset real quick and start some of this, and yeah, I'm going to actually do that here real quick. So let's start it right here.
Switching off.
And then, just so you know, we got all these stupid freaking politic add-ons. That's another thing I forgot to mention. So you're probably going to see some of these politic add-ons from the state that we're in, from Ohio. So just be aware, I will try to skip those as much as possible. I'm sorry. And it's not going to look like a very good look and such. But yeah, we have election that's coming up, and yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to it, and it's going to be the most stupidest crap ever. I definitely do not care about that kind of stuff. It's just the most stupidest stuff ever. So just so you know, there's going to be some freaking add-on cutscenes that are going to come up add-ons, and I will try to skip them as much as possible. But yeah, just be aware. I know it won't look good for us for this stream, but just to give you guys a heads up. So I'm going to mute the headset, and we'll see if their voices are getting recorded, because this is going to be insane. Just wait.
We also, so just keep a mental note of that. Recently he made, I don't even want to show this. He made a joke about suicide on his Instagram. I'm not going to show the footage. I don't. People didn't like it, and they said in his comments, like, hey, Rich, this is disgusting. You know, I've lost people to suicide and whatnot. And then he replied to them, was basically said something along the lines like, grow up and shit. It's a joke. Grow a set or something. And then on his YouTube channel, this was the most wild thing ever, right? And I don't think we have the clip, unfortunately. But on his YouTube channel.
All right, so I just wanted to clear things up just to see if their voices were getting recorded. So I now seen that, yeah, you can actually hear them talking on this stream. But yeah, what just Keemstar just said on showing you guys this, he did just last week, the other day, he did make a freaking suicide joke video that was literally not funny, and it was the most hilarious, but stupidest thing ever. It's like, dude, you can even tell by the sound of his voice. He was trying to sound a little different, acting like, I think he said the name was Seth. He was trying to act like, but dude, all of us heard it. It was clearly him. He was just doing it for literally attention. And see, I think this is what Rich is starting to have problems with, is he thinks everybody has to like him, and then he likes to do stuff like this, and then when he gets attacked, like he definitely did for that freaking video he did of making a suicide joke. I mean, dude, that's definitely something you don't freaking joke around. It's just not, dude. That's like childish play. You don't joke about being deaf and act like you're somebody else, especially when people can clearly hear it's you in the background and it is not somebody else. So, just also to clear that up. But yeah, let's continue to watch this, because I'm telling you, there are going to be some funny parts that's probably going to make you laugh. And I'm telling you, it's going to be hilarious. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to basically turn off my webcam, so now it's not going to block nothing. But yeah, you got to see this, because it's going to be funny, but also very interesting from ReviewTechUSA's history, and especially recent. So let's get this started for you guys.
He literally said this, and this is so wild. He goes, look, I understand people are mad at me because I joked about suicide. And look, guys, you know, at the end of the day, I lost this person to suicide. I lost this person. I lost this person. He goes through a list of like 5 different people he knows in real life that died to suicide. And he goes, and I'm still not deleting that comment because I think it's funny. It's like, what? How do you go? What is going on in Rich's brain that he's going to go through the trauma and the memory of all the people in his life that he lost to suicide, and then double down and be like, I'm not deleting it. I think it's funny. That was a moment, Rich, for you to tell the audience, so I understand why people are mad at me, but it was a joke. That's what you were supposed to say, you fucking weirdo. Like, that clip is so insane. Someone give me a timestamp on that. Because hearing that whole section play out is wild. I went over it on a members only stream. But guys, let's get the star witness in here. We're gonna have to set up a new group, and I will see you over there.
Yep.
All right, guys, it's time for the star witness. me see here. Setting up these calls are always weird, or these group chats. Take me a second. How do you fucking do this? Good Lord.
Watch the most live NFL games all season long on a variety of networks and
Boogie. There we go. Create group. Okay. Starting a video call. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Here it goes, guys.
Oh.
It's getting ready to get spicy. Like he said, here we go. So get ready, because it's going to be spicy and funny.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have Becky Boo.
Hi.
Interesting. Hi, Becky.
So,
I'm very nervous right now.
well, you don't need to be nervous.
Now, the other people I want to mention for you guys that I forgot to actually mention, Keemstar is the one at the bottom left, and then in the red shirt, I think it's Wings, and then in the top right in the white shirt is Boogie. And then apparently the lady is a used-to-be relationship or some close relationship friend of ReviewTechUSA's that has happened for like the last 10 years. And this, like, you are going to laugh with some of the parts, like I mentioned, that are going to be said, but also it's going to be a very interesting, like, about ReviewTechUSA's history, because honestly, I'm starting to agree with these guys about what has happened with him, and I'm starting to despise him as a person and such. So, yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. So get your hats ready and get ready to laugh and be entertained, because this is going to be a entertainment type of stream for you.
So the way I understand it is you and ReviewTechUSA have been dating for like a decade, basically, right?
Well, on and off. And I do have to say, and I know you're going to have questions about it. As far as I know, I am not a mistress. I was on and off. He was on and off with his ex. So I am going to clear that. I'm not sure about timestamps or specific timelines or anything like that, but I have dated him on and off for a while.
So he was not still officially married at any of the times that you had Congress with him?
I don't even know if he's ever really been married. I don't know a lot about his relationship with his ex.
Okay.
I'm not saying that if he said he's married, he's not. I just thought they weren't. I don't know.
Hey Becky, like your relationship with Rich, is it more like a online thing, or is it in a real life relationship? Like you go out on actual physical dates?
Oh, we've gone out on actual physical dates. We live in the same area.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's start slow, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I forgot to do the chats here, because these are the chats on the side that you're seeing. That's why I moved my webcam, or my face cam, I should say, out of the way, so that way you can see a lot of these replies that this stream got. And this stream was literally just last night, literally. But yeah, you can just see all these replies, and there probably are going to be some crazy but also funny ones too in this. But yeah, just this is going to be a long, entertaining freaking ride. So get ready, folks.
How did you and Mr. ReviewTechUSA, or I don't know, maybe that's offensive. Maybe I'm using his dead name right now. Like, can I call him that?
Call him chicken fucker.
Am I going to get it canceled for that? Excuse me, RTU Streams. When did you and RTU Streams start dating?
We really started talking to each other more around 2014. It was around the time that ReviewTechUSA, I think it was, his major troll, was really going after him. And I saw that happening on Twitter, and I decided to make a video about it on my Becky Boop channel. And that's what got us connected. And then after that, we went to a convention together, and it was just kind of on and off.
And so when's the first time that you guys, you know, sealed the deal, hooked up?
Define sealing the deal.
You know, like
Tab A goes in the
Make it all the way to home.
Yeah.
So even though we've been seeing each other for a decade, we have not had sex yet.
What? What? You can't seal the deal after 10 fucking years. Fucking what? Oh my God, Rich.
I already knew this, but I'm gonna laugh. Like, I already know a lot of stuff because we spoke in private to set up the interview. So I already know this stuff. I'm still gonna laugh because it's like ridiculous.
So Becky, is there a reason that never happened? Is you don't connect on like an intimate level? Like,
So let me say something to Rich's credit here, because I have plenty of bad stuff to say too, but there's some good things. You know, he was the kind of guy who, before he would go to kiss you or something, he would ask for permission first.
Yeah, that's real sexy, huh?
I don't want to hate on that. That's just not the kind of guy.
that you need to hate on that because he doesn't know how to tell the moment. Like, you can kind of tell when a woman wants to kiss you.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, but like I don't want to hate on it, because look, I'd rather have a guy be like that than be the opposite, right? But that was kind of why I never had sex with him, because I never had to.
they never asked. Oh, you never had to. Never had to. The way you just said that made my dick crawl up inside. Because you never had to. Wow.
So like, have y'all ever made out?
Yeah, we've done
Y'all
other
made
stuff.
out. So like, how far would you say you've gotten, like, in an intercourse situation?
Not that far.
So like, you like no under the shirt? Is that?
Should we do bases like we did in high school?
Yes.
Like first base?
Yes.
Okay.
So base one is
Okay.
kissing. Okay. Base
Kissing?
base two is a little booby touching, little ass slapping, right? Base three is probably some, you know, fingers, some blowjob.
We can stop it
Under
there.
the
We
under,
can stop
under
it
the
there.
under. But you
was-
stop it there?
It was like base 2-ish.
10 years to grab a titty. 10 years to grab a titty.
He didn't take 10 years to grab the titty. He had to do that pretty early on.
Listen, I have to say something. I am very conflicted right now because so much has happened just while you guys were streaming. He was blowing up my phone. He was blowing
Because he knew you were
my...
he found out you were coming on here, right?
Yeah.
Disney Speedstorm is available now on mobile and PC with Google Play.
So what
Oh,
happened
but it was
was
so bad. He is so nasty. I just saw his true colors.
why? What
I
happened?
can only imagine. Well, tell us about it.
Coming on here, I figure maybe people haven't gotten to see him up close, and I'd give some just perspective to who he is as a person. But who he is as a person, literally my perspective of it just changed within the last few minutes from the way he was just treating me on the phone. It was really, really bad.
Wow, and you were literally like, you're such a kind person that you start off by listing his positives first after he just fucking tiraded all over you?
Yeah.
Well,
He just threatened me pretty good before coming on here.
Wow,
okay,
he fucking threatened you. He threatened a fucking woman.
Wait. Before we get into this, I want the audience and I want Wings and Boogie to get a little backstory, right? I obviously spoke to Becky Boop a couple days ago to try to set this interview up, right? And we spoke, and she was kind of on the fence whether or not she would do it or not. And then she did agree to do it. And I set up a members only stream, and I called 8-Bit Eric on my members only stream, right? So now we're simulcasting here on members only and on 8-Bit Eric. And I told 8-Bit Eric, Monday, 6 p.m., you got to watch Local Live because I'm interviewing someone close to Rich's life but it's not like it's someone who's also a YouTuber. That's what I said. All right. It's not going to be too intrusive because this person's also a content creator. Well, by saying that, that was enough for Rich to figure it out. And he starts calling her and starts harassing her. And then she changed her mind. And then she wasn't doing the interview. And then like literally like an hour before this show started, she finally agreed to do the interview. And I told her through this whole process, I go, if you do this interview, I know Rich, he's going to start threatening you. He's going to try to come after you. He is very vindictive. And she wasn't believing me. Was I right? Was I right?
You were right. You were so I did not believe it. He was saying, you know, even last night I was still trying to kind of smooth things over with him, but just now he was going off on me. Oh, I know you were planning on doing this last night. You were just trying to get dirt on me. No, I'm not that kind of person. If anybody remembers me from my Becky Boop channel, I've always been really ethical and don't lie and take secrets with me to the grave.
All right, another thing I forgot to mention, on Streamlabs OBS that we're technically streaming off of, I just noticed that like when I go back and I look at my views and see if there's any comments, the stream actually like disappears and goes to like a white screen and such from the YouTube app or the YouTube site that we're on. So I noticed, like, I checked on my phone and checked it, and I see that it disappears when I do that. So if you guys either want me to just pause it, just put it in the comments section down below if you want me to pause it while I check for comments and see how many viewers I got, or if you just want this to continue to go while you can still hear their voices on top of it disappearing on the video for like a few seconds when we check our Streamlabs OBS stuff. But you just let us know in the comments if you want us to pause it or let it continue to go, even though it's going to disappear a few seconds here and there while we check our stuff on Streamlabs. But just figured I would clear that out for you guys.
I was just trying to give a balanced perspective.
And to be fair, I'm a pretty good negotiator. I was not accepting no for an answer. I was on her ass. I was like, no, you got to do the interview. You got to do the interview. So, Rich, just so you know, she's on here because...
Actually, I just figured out a different way. I can actually just go to the app and just hold the mouse on it rather than click onto it. And it definitely shows and everything like that. So, now that's a new update, thankfully. So,
because of me, because I wouldn't let it go. She said no to me like 17 times. I finally got a yes, so it's my fault, not hers.
Remind you of that 10 years of her saying no to you, Rich? Does that sound familiar?
Oh.
So I got a question. Rich has kids. Do you have any kids?
No.
So did it bother you dating a man with kids?
I never got close to his kids or anything. I just know about them. I haven't met them.
You haven't met his kids in 10 years?
Well, no, because we were on and off for 10 years. So it was kind of like we would get together for a month or two, kind of give things a try, and then it wouldn't work out. Maybe because he was going back to his ex, or maybe it didn't work out on my end, and then it would fall off, and then we'd come back together, and it was just like that over the course of 10 years.
That never insulted you that he kept going back to his ex? Like every time his ex gave him a chance, he'd drop you?
When you put it like that, it sounds pretty terrible.
Yeah,
I did him because I figured he has 3 kids with her, and to be a good father, he should try to work things out with her. So
I know, but this happened for 10 years.
On and off. One time I got really screwed over by it.
Like,
do you want to hear this?
Yeah, but before we do, let me just say this, all right? This is like an abusive type of thing, right? You're mean, and then you're nice, and then you're mean, and then you're nice, and you're breaking up, and then you're back together. This is like a pattern of clear manipulation and abuse. Like, if you rub your arm, it feels like fucking nothing. I know I said this to you earlier, right? If you slap it and rub it, ooh, it feels better. And it's that cycle of pain. Ooh, it's okay, baby. Let's get back together. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, it's okay. This is what you've been doing for 10 years with this guy.
That could totally be accurate. And for me, I have my own history with trauma and stuff, so I might not have seen it for that reason. I also might not have seen it because I honestly didn't care that much. He was kind of on the back burner for me,
Okay,
you know. So because he never treated me as a priority, so then he never became one for me, you know. But yeah, I think you're right, especially with the way he just flipped today. It was just insane.
What was he threatening you with today?
I'm not going to say. He's trying to threaten me with ruining my entire reputation with anything I've ever told him over the past 10 years, whether true or not true.
Rich, you don't have power like that.
Yeah.
Rich, if you come out on your stream and you say, Betty Boop is a whore, she's a piece of shit, you know what I mean? What's that going to do? Nothing.
It's going to make Rich look like a piece of
Nothing.
shit. That's what it's going to do. Because he is a fucking piece of shit.
Especially because it's not true. He has this issue with money. I don't know what it is with him.
And like, as you can see from what she literally just said, and this actually does go back to the whole idea of him deleting his channel that he did just the other day. And apparently he wants to make like every single dollar that he can, like every single dollar in the playbook. And in reality, from what they are saying, and they're going to say it in the bit, is that he was making like right around 10 grand a month. And that's definitely plenty of money to live off on, at least where he lives in the state of New York, which I'm not going to give, you know, exactly what town or nothing like that, which, I mean, truthfully, I don't really know what town that the guy lives in, but I do know that he lives in the state of New York, so it's probably more expensive over there, but at least when it comes to 10 grand, that's still a lot of money, especially over in that state, because every state in the U.S. is different when it comes to money. So he thinks he should make more than that, and in reality, even for 3 kids, like, that's plenty of money. Like, literally, that's plenty of money a month. That's literally $120,000 a year. You can buy a house for that almost, maybe within 2 years of that income. So that's pretty darn good. But yeah, apparently we're starting to learn that, and it goes back to the whole idea as to why he wanted to fire his editor back beginning of this year, back in February, when there was problems going together with his editor, JKB, the YouTube channel content creator. Yeah, like, there was problems going on with those two, and I remember he was actually saying that Rich refused to pay him for, you know, still finishing up with his last month of editing his content. But then again, it went away, and he ended up manning up and paid him. But he was actually causing trouble of not wanting to pay his editor for his last month of editing his content. So, yeah, this definitely adds up, literally, of his history. So, just to throw that out there. But let's continue back.
That's how he likes to insult men who have girlfriends or girls as a whole. Just if any money is involved at all, she must be a whore.
What kept you going back to him?
For the most part, he was a really nice guy to me, which is part of why I didn't sleep with him either. Like, nice guy. It kind of cut both ways.
Oh, can you elaborate on that? And what is it about nice guys that kind of dry it up?
Well, like I said, he'd never even go for a kiss or anything. Basically, most of the time I would see him, this sounds so terrible, but I'd see him and I would just like talk about whatever heartbreak I had or whatever, and he would sit there and listen.
Oh my God, Rich, no.
Oh my God. He was your gay best friend. That's what I'm getting from that.
Oh my God, Rich, you've been in the friend zone for a fucking decade. Oh God. Oh God. Oh.
So like, did you not have boyfriends outside of this 10-year relationship? Like with?
Oh, I did, on and off. There was even a period of time where I moved halfway around the world for a year or two and came back. That's why stuff never fully progressed.
What if Rich comes out and says, "Oh, she was never my girlfriend"?
I'd be shocked if he did. He'd be lucky he ever even had somebody like me to begin with. So
But like you would be able to back that up and be like, no, we were clearly dating. We were boyfriend and girlfriend at these times.
well, I mean, I have texts going back to like 2008 or whenever we very first spoke. I never delete anything from my phone. So
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I have go ahead.
That's so weird. There's people in the chat that are saying show proof. Like she's the proof. She's the witness. What do you mean? This is
Like what kind of proof do you want?
What-
If it's something I can answer, I'll give it.
Without being too mean, what would you think is Richard's like most worst quality about himself, his personality?
Ooh, right now the fact that he's a little unhinged.
Like
More
just right
than
now,
a
like I'm
little-
talking about more as like a long over the 10-year period. Have you seen any patterns that kind of happen when something doesn't go his way or anything like that?
No, because he was really nice to me. But I guess actually the big one is that he was nice to my face, but maybe not so nice behind my back. And I didn't realize that. Like I thought when we were dating, because I'm was a YouTuber, he's a YouTuber. I thought we were just keeping that on the down low unless it ever really became something serious, you know? But it turned out he had been talking to people about me and I didn't know that. And that really upset me. Yeah. Like if I ever sent him pictures or anything, he told people about that.
Oh.
Like private photos?
Yeah, I don't know that. As far as I know, he didn't share them with anybody.
Were
but
they
he told
lewd or they were
people
just like regular selfies?
Yeah.
Were they nudes? Were they nudes?
Were they?
Back when he told people about it, no, I don't think so.
But since
What
then,
about lewds?
Years ago.
Mm.
And I
What about
just found
lewds?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
what
send him
about
any
lewds?
lewd stuff?
why? Okay. Obviously, if they're
Why?
not
Why are
nudes,
you
That's not obvious. It's not obvious, Keemstar. Like there was 10 years without any sexual intercourse.
if
and
it's-
the furthest he got was under the shirt.
well, no,
I
he
don't know if
got
the bra came
no,
off.
he got nudes at some point. He got nudes, right?
Sort of, just like it was nothing crazy. I'm not. No matter what I say, it makes him look bad, doesn't it?
Say
Well,
it.
that's not even the case. Like for example,
he
like,
is bad.
Wait,
like for
say
example,
it.
like my wife. I didn't get nudes from my wife until we got married.
Up, Wings. You just talked too
Well,
much.
I
Okay.
would say good on your wife. I would say good on her for that. He got more out of me than that. I sent some sexy pictures. I like taking some sexy pictures, and I
Okay.
sent them.
So he got, all right, your boobies on his phone, okay? He's got your boobies on your phone. Then you go hang out with him the next time and he doesn't make a move. But you sent him your tatas. What kind of fucking sign do you need, Rich? Like this,
Yeah,
what is
that's-
going on?
Yeah, and it was hard because I don't even want to say I didn't want to be.
Welcome to Rules Talk. If you want to survive and once human, you must remember these rules.
Intimate with him or something. I was really trying to give things a chance, right? I really was. But if he's not making that move, I just don't want to go for it. I like a guy who takes the lead.
Yeah.
We have to ask this question, though, right? Did you get a dick pic?
No, I have never seen it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, good.
Did
I don't know
you
why
ever
we have to ask
feel
that
it?
question, but okay.
Bookie.
Did you ever feel it while getting to first base?
Okay.
Any of that?
All right, Boogie.
I'm
come on.
fucking
I don't
curious.
remember. So if I did, it didn't leave much of an impression.
I got
That's
to
what I was thinking.
interrupt.
That's the answer I was thinking.
I got to interrupt the show for 2 seconds because we have 10 gifted subs by Sex E. I know one person who's not getting E sex. And then we cut you off, right? Because you said this is going back like a good 15 minutes. You said something along the lines, there was a time where he really made you mad, and then the subject changed. What do you remember what you were talking about? He really
no,
upset
I'm trying
you.
to remember.
Oh,
yes, I remember. Yes. This is a doozy. So and this is where me and his ex's timelines might have crossed at a time where I wasn't aware of it. I was actually living overseas in Korea at the time, and I was going to be leaving Korea, and I was actually going to move to the Netherlands. But I ended up deciding to come back to New York because I was talking about Rich with it at one point, and he said, "Why don't you move in with me? And we can make content together and stream together and do all this stuff." And I thought about it. over the course of a few months and decided, why not? Why not? I'm a spontaneous person. I'll do it. 1 week before I was supposed to come back, he messages me and says he can't do it anymore because he was getting back together with his ex and giving things another try.
Wow.
1 week. It
Now-
cost me tens of thousands of dollars, the fallout from that.
Now, Rich, since you're so convinced that all I do is ruin lives, all right, I had to do my homework. And I can tell you, Miss Becky Boop ain't the only girl. There's been girls flown out. I did some,
Flown out to see him. He flew out girls to see him.
He flew out girls to see him. He flew out. That's like a whole nother episode, though. We'll get to that in a final episode. But I'm the slimy piece of shit. I'm the worst person ever. All I want to do is ruin lives. Rich, I'm gonna prove you right with this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you choose a challenge like that, Keem's gonna step up to the plate.
You know what I mean? If that's what you're saying, I am what you say I am, Richard. I am what you say I am. So we'll get to that in a further episode. But yeah, what are your thoughts about all the serial dating he was doing while he was dating you, while he's dating the mother of his children, and like give the audience some context. Like when you said when he was going back and forth with his wife, how many times did this happen in a decade?
Not that. Maybe it was like 3 or 4.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and sometimes it just didn't work out for whatever reason. That were other reasons, but I think that was just kind of his fallback reason. So as far as what kind of perspective do you want on things?
I guess my question was like, if this is what I want to know. If you were to take those 10 years, how and put all together the times that you guys were dating, how much time of that decade do you think you guys were together? Just so the audience understands.
Honestly, it wasn't a ton. It would have been maybe half a year total or something. It just off the top of my head, if I'm thinking of all the ons and offs. And then there were times we talked. It's a lot more if we count times where we talked where we weren't actively seeing each other. But I'd say in total, maybe 6 to 8 months of actively seeing each other.
6 to 8 months of actively seeing each other throughout the course of a decade, and it keeps ending fast, even though every time you try it over again. How long are you let's add in the talking. You guys are getting on the phone, you're talking for a couple hours. You're not really dating yet, but you how long is that in the decade?
Oh God. Well, we did that on and off throughout the whole decade. Let's say a few years or something.
At least 3 years.
A few years, yeah, something
2
like
years,
that.
3 years. Okay.
Talk a lot, and then there were times we would drop off with talking, which I'm guessing he was doing whatever else he was doing, and I was off living my own life before we would reconnect. Like this time, we actually reconnected. Just like I had unfriended him on Facebook and everything, and he randomly came around and liked one of my photos, and I was like, well, I'll talk to him now and see what's going on. It was that sort of thing.
Now you were telling me one time, you guys got into a big fight. Right? In private, you were telling me about a fight where he ended up blocking you. Could you tell that story? Like what happened where he got mad and blocked you?
That was just recent, but I'm not sure I remember right this moment.
Remember you suggested that he should buy something and he got mad?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. This was the start. Okay. So this time, let me step back just a little bit first. This time we were really giving things a serious shot, right? He's in his 40s. I'm 39. I'm really serious about looking to get married, dating with intent, all of that stuff. So one of the things that I look for in dating, it's just one of my standards, is I like to date a man who's a provider. And I want to be a housewife. I'm sort of along the trad wife kind of idea, if you think of that.
Fair enough.
So I'm very old fashioned that way. And so I was trying to see, as we're talking, can I get, is he going to provide for me at all? And I did tell him, I was very straight up. I told him, we're both older. We're both thinking of maybe marriage, of trying to work towards that. I am looking for a provider. Is that something you're okay with? Are you on board with this? Do you like that idea? All that sort of stuff. And he had said yes. So the next day we're flirting and we were talking about having me come over and stay over. And he sent, so talking about those sexy pictures, he mentioned a sexy picture I had sent him once where I was wearing a certain set of pajamas. And he said, I love those. You should bring those with you. And I said, oh, I don't have those anymore, but I could get a similar set if you want. And so I said that. And do you know, he turns around and he asked me, he says, are you looking for a sugar daddy? He thought this was a $30 pair of pajamas, $30. And it wasn't even for one pair of pajamas. It was for a set of 3. It's $10 pajamas. And he accuses me of looking for a sugar daddy. And I said, what? Because I mentioned some pajamas, which by the way, would benefit you, not me. I don't care what I'm sleeping with. And he said, obviously not verbatim, but he did use this word. He said, you're prostituting yourself to me.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Yo, you're talking to this girl. You've known her for a decade. She sent you a sexy photo. She's coming over to the fucking crib. Y'all are sleeping in the same bed. And now you're going to pick the fucking, the clothes, right? And
like right there, like she literally said, like something was going to work out, and then all of a sudden he just is now throwing shade at the person and saying she's a prostitute. And that's what we're starting to now see, not just from this stream, but from other people. It's like he acts like he's 2 to 3 different people in once now. We're starting to see 1 minute he's friendly as can be and nice and whatever. Then the next minute he'll do something weird like the suicide freaking joke that he tried to do. And then all of a sudden apologize within the next day from all the criticism. And then all of a sudden then delete his channel and da-da-da-da-da. It's like back to freaking back. Like, after I watched this, dude, like I said, I just don't think that now I have the respect for him as a person anymore. I'm still going to like his content if he decides to bring it back, and I'm going to keep that video up that I made yesterday that I played Skyrim at that says on the YouTube video, a message for ReviewTechUSA. That's going to remain because I do want him to come back for his content, but I'm not liking him as much as a person now because of now all this crap that we're saying. And like I said, it's not just this channel or this stream, I should say. It's a countless of others too that are showing similar routes. And like you said, Aaron, he didn't want to finish paying his editor, Jay, and then did all of a sudden. Then they started arguing again. Then they were friends again. Then they started arguing again. So you see, he's not really any good mental state right now. And you're starting to see it now even more with this on top of what he did to his editor and all that crazy stuff. So, yeah, I think Rich does definitely need some help really bad. I think he is not in a good mental state right now because he definitely acts like he's 2 to 3 different people. 1 minute he's nice to you and the next minute he's, like mad at you. The next minute he's against you, and it's just, yeah. I think he's definitely not been in the greatest place ever these last 2 years. But let's continuing with this stream.
she suggests, ooh, what about these $30 pajamas? And dude goes, you fucking whore, you fucking prostitute, you fucking gold digging bitch.
Sugar baby.
Fuck you. Like, what?
I think there's a little bit I left out that makes it even worse. It's after the pajamas, I said, oh, I found something extra I'm going to get. And I sent a picture of like the lingerie. It was after the lingerie picture he asked am I looking for a sugar daddy? Can you believe that?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I kind of understand why. I understand why Rich is divorced at this point because like, dude,
that's
$30 ain't shit in a marriage.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's nothing. Like, bro, you're a guy. Like, it feels good to buy the girl a little something. Something. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed
Let me buy you
to.
something nice for me.
Like, the only people that have this opinion, like Rich, like, oh, you want me to buy pajamas, are like fucking 20-year-old kids, right? That have
I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah.
that have been raised in this culture and this weird, like, we're all equal shit, right? But real men would have been like, oh, I'll get you those jammies. I'll get you those jammies. And you're going to sleep right next to me.
It's not like I was asking, like, buy me an iPad or something like that. I specifically chose something that he would benefit from. Like, I'm going above and beyond to be very gentle with him and not scare him off, because Lord knows he doesn't take the first fucking move. So one of us has to. So I tried and still scared him off.
He's showing his fucking incel roots. Like, and that's a weird thing to say about a man who got married, but like this is like 4chan Redditor mentality. Like, you fucking whore, you want me to buy you a goddamn $30 pajama top? You're a fucking slut.
What is wrong with you, Rich? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And can you
Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is officially available on both mobile and PC with Google Play.
And so I was still, I should have obviously just not talked to him again after that. I did get back in touch with him briefly, only because I really felt like this guy has legitimate mental health issues, it seems like at this point, and he's really struggling, and I will let this slide for a second and try to get past this. But no, it's only gotten worse. Not
Can I ask you a
better.
question? What do you feel about his marijuana use? Like, has it gotten worse in the 10 years you've known him, or has it been about the same?
So back when I first knew him, he wasn't doing it at all. And then until this recent time, the last time I was most in touch with him was about a year ago, like last summer. And he was doing it then. But that was before everything with his daughter happened and, you know, all the other stuff. Now, all right, so I'm a pot smoker too, right? So I'm actually impressed that he can do the amount of weed he does and keep a train of thought, because I can't do that at all. But I am a little concerned about it. I'm not going to be like everybody on the internet that's like, oh, it's hardcore drugs or something. No, that's not the part that gets me. But I do think he's got some deeper things going on that he needs to work through, and he's masking it with the pot. And we were together. I was talking with him because I was also really trying to help him. Like I was saying, he was saying, oh, he's got to stop doing weed. And I was like, cool, I'll do it with you. Every day you don't do it, I won't do it. And we can go on walks together and we can get healthy together and all this stuff. But
chat, the next donation that comes in is going to go towards buying this girl some fucking bajayjays. She's getting some pajamas. You're getting pajamas on Local Live tonight.
It's actually really embarrassing.
Rich, wait, Rich. Keemstar is buying your girl jammies. I want you to know that. I'm the guy that ruins lives. My whole career is just ruining lives. I'm buying your girl jammas, and there ain't shit you can do about it. Fucker.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I think we should put a caveat with this. If we get you pajamas, you can never show them to Rich.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
No, you're going to show him to Rich, because I know he's watching right now. And when you get those jammas on, you're coming on and doing a fashion show on Local Live.
If you guys get me really nice pajamas, there is one thing he did end up buying for me because he thought he would benefit enough from it that he hasn't gotten to see yet. He did get me a corset. I could always wear that.
Okay.
He fucked things up before I even got a chance to receive it in the mail. So
unbelievable. Oh, well, we have a red dono that might pop something up. Bear with me 1 minute. Just gonna wait 2 seconds.
Review China USA super chatted $65.25. Are you telling me the Big Cheese's Crusaders caused you guys to date? Becky Boop, the Crusaders were saying this the whole time.
What? I don't know the lingo. Someone help me in. Who are the Crusaders?
So I can help a little bit with that. The Big Cheese Crusaders, there was this thing about Rich having another issue with money.
He scammed Big Cheese. Yes.
That's it, the Big Cheese Crusaders.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so this was another thing with money in him. He's got serious issues with money, you know. So that was another thing like that. And that's around the time I had gotten involved with Rich and made that video about his trolls that were bothering him. It didn't cause us to date back then, but eventually it did kind of lead us to dating. So thanks, guys, and thanks for nothing.
Well, Becky, going back to the $30 pajamas, how does it make you feel that he donates more than $30 a month to Dark Side Phil?
Oh my God, that's true. That's so true, Wings. Good question.
that makes me literally want to vomit.
Phil's he's a better girlfriend than you in his fucking tainted fucking mind.
Can you talk about this? Because look, you're very, very close to Rich. You're closer to Rich than Boogie, than Wings, than myself, than anybody in this fucking chat, right? You know him inside and out. He is obsessed with Darkside Phil to the point where Darkside Phil should get a fucking restraining order on him. It's so scary. When I was doing research for this episode, I found a tweet of his from fucking 2016 of him on Darkside Phil's ass. That was 8 years ago. And if you go back to his channel and look how much he's talked about Darkside Phil, it's like so it's scary. What is going on? Do you have any idea?
Unfortunately, with that, I don't have any insight. When I reconnected with him, I started watching his streams because his content is not normally what I would consume. I started watching his streams and I was trying to be supportive, try to be the supportive girlfriend, which, by the way, quick side note, you guys might find this interesting. One night I'm like laying in bed with a migraine, trying to be supportive at his streams. That fucking applause sound on his soundboard was triggering my migraine every time. I'm like, I can't even be a supportive girlfriend.
Dude,
but anyway.
Imagine hitting a button so you can have a laugh track and applause track clap for you. Like, that is so fucking pathetic, Phil. Stop. You remind me of the type of guy that wouldn't make a move on a girl over a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know why he does that, but I noticed like 2 days I checked in on his streams and I was like, oh, he's talking about him again. What is this? And I tried to talk to him about it, like, why do you do this? Because you don't like being criticized by everybody else, but you sit there criticizing one person day after day after day. Like, what do you expect? But I don't know why he does it.
So insane. So let's kind of go full circle on this, right? Kind of talk about I got in contact with you. We spoke. You were thinking about doing the interview. Rich found out. He started frantically calling you. Talk us through that all the way to the point where he just threatened you now. I want people to understand what's been going on over the last couple days.
So literally just when I was waiting. Well, do you want the last couple of days or just today?
The last couple of days. Like, how was when Rich first figured it out that you were coming on?
Okay.
How did that conversation go?
So that was actually yesterday morning. He called me and it woke me up. And so I wake up and the first things I hear are you going on LOLCOW Live? And I'm like, what? And I said, no, because at that point I had actually decided I wasn't going to. It was right before I told you I wasn't going to come on. And I said, no, I'm not. But how did you even hear about this? And somebody said something in his Discord that you were going to have on somebody from his personal life who knew him very well. And he figured it out. And I said, no, I'm not going to go on because I don't want to say, I'm like not looking to hurt people, right? I didn't want to do anything at anyone's expense. So that was that. We ended up talking more a bit later in the night, me and Rich, and I was just trying to talk to him and see if there was any way that me and him could work things out, try to figure things out. And we sort of did, but by today, I just kind of felt like, I never felt like I was a team with him. So I just kind of gave up on trying and I figured, I think I'll come on here.
Why do you constantly want to work things out with him though? Like, what do you see in him that makes you want to be with him?
It's emotional abuse, Wings.
It is exactly what it is. She's admitted to having trauma in her past. These red flags don't look like red flags when you have that shit in your past.
Dude, listen, Wings. What he's been doing is he leads her close, like things are going to work out. And then he shuts her down to make her want and feel bad. Like he was going to have her move in with her. And then right before she's about to move in, then he's like, nope, sorry, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
right?
But like a normal person, you would cut them off completely. If somebody cost me $10,000 on plans they made and then they throw me under the bus at the last second,
But
I'm not gonna fuck with you no more.
But this is like an abuse thing. This is like a carrot, dangling a carrot.
Yeah,
and then taking
my
away.
whole concept is
Well,
what
one
does
thing
Rich have that keeps bringing her back with this carrot when he's done such vile things to her?
Well, I do want to address one thing you just said there, because what you said about not cutting him off after he cost me that, there is one thing with that. Once I got back to the country and got settled in and had been arguing with him over it, I told him I wanted to help me out with some of the expenses. And I asked for about $1,000, which was nothing. That was literally enough to help me get a bed and some of the stuff for the situation I was in. He refused. We got into a massive argument over it. And I said, fine, I'm just telling you, we have a long history. I don't want to throw everything out. I understand if you went back to your ex or whatever, don't even care, but you need to do something to try to make this right. And if you can do that, I'll let it go. I'm fine letting it go. People make mistakes. It is what it is. And he did end up giving me that money, and I did let it go. And he always tells me he still feels bad about it to this day, but apparently not bad enough to stop being a jerk. So.
Wait, can we go back a little bit farther? Because
on Miro, teams work faster on the new Innovation Workspace. Innovation belongs on Miro.
YouTube TV is your ultimate game day companion this fall. Get 100 plus live.
Isn't the reason you most recently broke up with him was because you realized he was unhinged? Do you want to talk about that?
When he deleted his YouTube channel. So right before he deleted his YouTube channel, we were talking about it. He was talking about deleting it heavily for the past few days. And I was trying to talk to him about how that wasn't necessary, about how there were so many ways he could keep it and have more of an income. I also kind of reminded him, like, I am looking for a provider. You're going to need to provide. What are you planning on doing? You know? And then out of nowhere that day, like for like a day or two, I feel like I wasn't talking to him as much. And I don't know if that's what prompted it or if it had nothing to do with it. I have no idea. But then that day he was feeling kind of down or something, and I responded to him nicely. And then by the afternoon, he randomly hits me out of nowhere saying, I deleted the channel, it's gone. And I freaked out because I thought, viewing things as a team, right? I felt like even if I want to be a housewife and have that be my main duty, I'm still happy to support him in what he does. And when I signed on to trying things with him again, he had a channel. There was still a way he could potentially be able to provide. And he just wiped that out. And and I wasn't even, if he had talked to me about it at all first, because we're supposed to be a team, right? If he had talked to me about it at all first and then decided to delete it after, fine, it's his channel. But that he didn't even try to talk to me about it and he just dropped the bomb on me, which then threw me into a bunch of stress and everything else for a bunch of reasons, financial, but also the fact that I realized we're not a team at all and he doesn't care what I have to say.
Yep.
So that's
100%.
what started the fight. And I was fighting with him until the second I ended up blocking him because I could not deal with him because he gets it could be abusive. I don't know. Gaslighty. He turns everything around on you. He starts using therapy speak. If he says something crazy and I'll say what he just said, he'll be like, I didn't just say that. You're gaslighting me.
Oh,
Does
wow.
stuff very, very unhinged. And I started seeing that when we were arguing because I never used to argue with him. But when we would start arguing, he would say things that were completely unhinged. Like, for example, with the sugar daddy pajama thing, we had our little falling out over that. And I said, I'm not looking for a sugar daddy just because I asked for a pair of pajamas or whatever. And he then said something completely nonsensical. He said something along the lines of, this was a voice note he sent to my phone, something along the lines of, oh, so this is what it's like to be a normie again. You're saying now you won't be able to date me till next year until I have, I forget if he said $5,000 or $6,000 or something like that. And I was like, what? I was like, these are numbers we've never talked about. I have no idea what that was. I don't know what he meant by being a normie. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then he blocked me at that point.
And so, like, basically, you were so clear with him. You were like, look, I want to be a traditional housewife. I want to take care of the home. Like, I'm looking for a man that's going to take care of me and our family, and I want to get married. Like, you're so like, when you're asking for pajamas or you're saying don't delete your YouTube channel, he knows going in that because, like, you're supposed to be a team, just like you said, right? This isn't some weird like money grab thing or any of that shit. Like, what is he threatening you with right now? Because it doesn't make sense. Why is he threatening you now? What exactly is he saying now that you're showing up on the show?
Well, first, just really quick to address one of the things you said. Yes, I'm definitely not with him for the money. Like when he said that stupid sugar daddy comment, I was like, if I was looking for a sugar daddy, wouldn't I be dating somebody with money?
Yeah,
Like,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because he's not
We all-
rich. He's not rich. I mean, he's rich as in Dickers, but he ain't rich. You know?
Yeah. No, what he was threatening me with is he said, if you go on that show today, he said, I am going to tell everybody that you are a whore, that you were an escort, which I was not.
Oh.
And this is what he was saying he was going to do, that you sold sexy pictures of yourself to
Lexus
One minute,
my
one minute, one minute,
haters.
one minute.
$50. Rich, be a man for once and say something in chat. We all know you are watching right now. I am
Yeah, we
positive that
know.
Wings will not ban you. We aren't asking you to buy us pajamas, just to be a man and not hide.
No, more than that. More than that. Rich, you're invited to come on this show. All right, you are so invited to come on the show. We'll have you on right now. You could talk to Betty Boop right now. You're invited. You have my number. You have Boogie's number. Text us, DM us on Twitter, reach out to us on Discord, anywhere. We'll have you on the show, Rich. All right? You're not banned from the show. But the last time I invited you on the show, this is what you said. Oh, I'm not going on that show to get you money. I'm not going. You could come on my show. Your show gets no views. All right? I don't need you on my show to make money on Review Tech USA on my show. Like, I could talk about Review Tech USA. I could talk to your mistress, or excuse me, the girl that's been in the friend zone, or put you in the friend zone for the last decade, and still have a great show and still make money. I don't need you here. Understand it. When you get big and you get strong on your stream and you talk with so much confidence, I just want to let you know you're a fucking idiot. I don't need you here to make money, buddy. You're dumb. Go ahead.
He's obviously an idiot. Like he's worried about sugar babying and shit, but like he has a house payment, 3 kids, making girlfriend mistakes, apparently worried about being whores, and he's doing all this off like donations from Phil content at this point.
And
It's
here's another thing that just happened recently. You know, Darkside Phil invited Rich to come on his show, and Rich backed out. God, imagine fucking making 1 trillion fucking videos on Darkside Phil, and then he invites you to come talk face to face, and you back out. You are a fucking coward, bro. Like, you get no respect from fellow creators.
This is another thing too. Phil, I definitely don't like him a lot on what he does, but now I'm starting to see that even though that Philip Burnell, like, even though he makes countless of content, at least, I'm going to say it, at least he does not freaking delete his freaking channel, dude. Like, at least Phil does not delete his channel. He gets so much criticism. Like, I've made some streams before that some of you that are loyal subscribers of our channel, you have watched some of the streams that we have criticize him for his mistakes and for his bullying about money. But, you know, now, dude, this guy is even worse than freaking Phil. Like, ReviewTechUSA, like, may seem like he's a friendly person with his content, but we're getting freaking proof and evidence that outside of YouTube, he is even, like, 3 times worse than what Phil is off of his channel, DSP Gaming and such. And if you want to check him out, that's what his channel name is DSP or DSP Gaming, which basically stands for Darkside Phil. And yes, that's what he chose to freaking do, is he chose to delete his channel and just make stupid DSP live streams. Like, literally, if you go to a lot of his recent live streams that he started doing on RTU streams, and I think he's actually been doing it for like the last few months. If you find most of them, they're going to have either DSP in the title name of the stream, or that's going to be on the thumbnail of the background of the image of that stream. And yes, that what they've been saying about him doing that, like Keemstar has said, like, dude, yeah, he's done the stupidest stuff ever, and he thinks he's going to be more successful doing streams, but in reality, he's actually not. But yeah, he's definitely harassing Darkside Phil because he keeps putting his name either in the thumbnails or in the freaking title names of the streams. But like Keemstar said, and they're going to say that that's what he's doing. And I've actually seen it because I'm subscribed to his live stream channel, RTU Streams, as well. And literally, when I go on there, I've seen Darkside Phil, DSP, showed up in either the title name of the stream or thumbnails. So yeah, honestly, Rich is definitely like 3 times worse than freaking Darkside Phil. And I thought Darkside Phil was the worst, but no. Now after this, bro, no. Rich is definitely a lot worse than DSP because Keemstar's even showing it while talking about it and what they're going to say. They're going to say it too. So, yeah. Doing Darkside Phil, just putting that in the name, stealing his freaking, channel name as your stream is not a very freaking good look at all. It's not a very good look to make, like, dude, that's like copying his channel to yours. Like, I don't understand how he does not think that whatsoever. Now, I've criticized, DSP. I've criticized especially Quantum TV that we also know, which most people don't even like that freaking stupid loser because he just truthfully does not, he thinks everybody has to agree with him and everybody has to agree with his takes on a particular TV. Oh, you need to agree that the HDR highlights don't work good on this TV. Oh, Sony has been the worst brand of all. They have the worst motion, even though they've been touted to have the best motion than most other TVs. And it's like, dude, you don't fucking know anything about TVs, dude. Like, you are not the master calibrator that you freaking say you are. And so we have criticized Quantum TV. Now, Quantum TV deserves it way 10 times more than DSP does. Like, I'm telling you, he deserves it 10 times more than DSP because he gets mad, false copyrights people who don't agree with him, and if you talk about him and such, like, he'll try to freaking false flag your freaking video. And I've said on some other videos when I've talked about him of his stupid freaking, stupidity, I don't fucking care if he likes my videos or not. I don't care if Quantum TV has a problem. I don't fucking care. Quantum TV is just a pussy, and I'm just going to put it that way. He is a pussy because he thinks he's got to be right, and if you don't agree with him, he has to attack you. That is not, like not right whatsoever. And I don't fucking care if he likes it or not. Quantum TV is a fucking pussy, no matter what the odds are. So, I don't care what he says, but just throwing that out there that we have done, talked about criticizing some other content creators like DSP, but Quantum TV is who we talk to the most because he deserves it. So, I've criticized other content creators. So, yeah. But now I'm actually starting to see that Darkside Phil, DSP, is not nearly as bad as freaking ReviewTechUSA because he apparently wants to delete his channel and he doesn't even care about the 10 grand or 9 grand or whatever the freak that is none of my business and their business as well about how much he makes in a month. But he was just making pretty good money on his main channel that he had. But nope. He just decided to delete it, and with all those million subs, and now I've even stated he's going to regret this, and a lot of others are saying that, yeah, he is absolutely going to regret this here in the near future, and I hope he does. But let's continuing on.
Doing that fucking shit. What a fucking weirdo.
Yep.
Yeah, so one of the things that made me even end up getting in touch with you, Keemstar, because none of this was planned at all. But the day that he deleted his channel, that Rich deleted his channel and blocked me. And I was kind of freaking out about him, because this will answer one of your questions too, of why didn't I just walk away? I did block him on everything. I was going to walk away that day he deleted his channel. But then I watched his old editor's live stream, Jay, on him. And Jay was saying, please, like, if anybody knows Rich or is close to him or his family, like, try to reach out and do something. And I was close to them that way. So rather than just walking away, I thought maybe I should try a little more. And that's why I stuck around.
Look at all of these good people that Rich has in his life that are worried about him, concerned from him, and he treats them the way he did his editor. He treats them the way he did Becky. Rich, you are a genuine piece of human fucking garbage.
Yeah. He's just he's actually a fucking bad human. And I didn't know it until I watched a big long documentary on him through all his scandals. And I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's kind of shitty. And then it's like, we're talking about the bad parent clip. And here's the thing, Rich. Any parent, I'm a parent, right? I know this, all right? Any parent is going to have a bad moment where you are a bad parent. You're going to make mistakes as a parent. You're not going to have the full 18 years of when your kid's a child where you're not going to make any mistakes. And in that moment where your kid's crying and you didn't get up and check on her, that was a bad moment, all right? Maybe you are a good dad off camera. Maybe you are. I don't know. We don't know. All we know is what we've seen. We have a right to criticize you. You're a content creator, and you always talk about creators' rights and, you know, don't copyright flag and don't do this. And you're always talking about, like, you know, whatever, criticism, that creators need to take criticism. And then, like, you come at us and try to play fucking victim because of that clip, which makes you look horrible. Like, you're such a fucking coward. Dude, like, instead of saying that we're liars, all right, why don't you just acknowledge in that moment you were a bad dad? You were. You just were.
Because I think he has a history.
Disney Speedstorm is available now on both mobile and PC.
Of being a bad dad, and this is why it bothers him so much. This is what's fucking getting to him. You see the way he's treating this woman. You see the way he's treating Jay. I can only imagine. I'm sure it's the way he treats the rest of the people that are fucking close to him. And I think it's a fucking pattern. So he can't apologize once, because if he does, he has to apologize for his entire pattern of fucking behavior, and he's terrified to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I want to point out
Go ahead.
I want to point out being a bad father also dictates making bad choices. Like making her move, asking her to move in, and then to the point where you have to pay her money, which comes out of your kid's mouths, to basically make the rights wrong. That's a bad choice, which also makes you a bad father. Like, just like deleting your channel. Like I said, that channel was like 10 grand a month, a year in income.
And see, right here, Wings, literally in the red shirt, just literally said that he was making like 10 grand a month from just doing his content that he had before he decided to take it down, and just was like, yeah, it's not enough. So I get criticized all the time. Yeah, dude, I can't handle this. I don't, even if I have the most subscribers, and I just got to delete it so I can screw my life over so much more. Like, who in the world would do that? And there is another YouTuber content creator that I watch, and his channel name is called Oh No, It's Alex. He criticizes all the PlayStation fanboys most of the time, making fun of the Xbox fanboys, and then does some other content like similar to what Rich did, where if Xbox makes a bad move or PlayStation's making a bad move and such like that. But he even said, like, yeah, Rich definitely needs some freaking help. And like right there, he's saying, like, Wings in the red shirt, he makes a good bit of money. And it, forget who I was saying, oh no, it's Alex, literally said on his one video that, like, he is so mad that Rich decided to delete his 1 million subscriber channel because he does not have nowhere near as much as subscribers as he has. But he's mad that he took that away from his own, and he, you know, and I feel why he would be mad, because like he's trying to get up to there, and now somebody that was already up there higher than him was just like, yeah, I don't care for them, so gone. Like, dude, like, that's just the most stupidest thing ever. Like, why would you delete 1 million subscribers of a channel that not very many, like, YouTube content creators have? I mean, there's a lot of them, but when you look at, like, you know, medium to high and freaking low content creators, like, look at us for an example. Like, we only have 2,160 plus subscribers. Now, that's pretty good and decent for what we do, because we're not in it for the money. We just love to do it to entertain people. But when you compare to a lot of smaller channels like us and medium-sized channels that have like 50,000 to near 250,000, then you got medium to high channels that probably have 500,000 to probably 650,000, and then you got the premium ones that have 1 million or more. That's like, you see how stupid that is? He was up there in the premium list of YouTube channels and just decided to, delete it away to make himself feel comfortable. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, even if you don't want to add content, why wouldn't you just leave it up and still bank off that? I mean, he has had this channel since 2009 to 2024. Like 15 works. I said that wrong. 15 years of hard work. He just decided to throw it out the door. And like I said on a couple previous videos, I was thinking about going back and rewatching some of his videos because he made some interesting content. Like Borderlands 3 with the guy about Rainy Pitchford being, you know, selfish of the money from his, you know, employees working on the game like Borderlands 3 and did not give them the bonus. Like, that was one of the most interesting videos that I've ever seen Rich ever make. And then all the times of counting PlayStation and Xbox making the pro-consumer things and then the anti-consumer things. I mean, dude, all the news that kept happening, every time I would see something about PlayStation's making the dumbest move ever, PlayStation's back to anti-consumer, that he would put in his, you know, title of the video with a thumbnail of the PlayStation and his face. It was just like, bro, oh my gosh, that's a new video. I gotta watch it, you know, because it entertained me. I was interested on seeing it. So, yeah, that's the most stupidest thing ever. One of the select few rarest high premium channels with million subscribers or more just gone. And honestly, you know, that kind of does make me a little bit upset too, because, you know, I don't even have not even 1% of that. I don't even have 1 freaking percent of that. And, you know, that makes me mad too. Just like it does, I'll know it's Alex channel. So, yeah, I have to get it. I did see whoever down here that comment. Yeah, I know. Let me see what it says. Sorry if the video is like, or the stream is gone. I'm actually just going to do it like this here. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's get back to it here. So we'll finish up with this last hour of the stream that there is.
That you just threw the fuck away because you're feeling bad. You're having a,
you could have put that
day.
towards your kids, you know?
Yep.
We got a tipster donation. This is crazy.
Tipster super chatted $50. Been friends with Becky for ages. She's a genuinely sweet person and doesn't deserve this nonsense. Get homegirl her jammies. She deserves that and more. Much love, friendo. Sparkling heart.
Wait, you're friends with Tipster?
Oh, thank you. I knew Tipster from back in the day with my Becky Boop channel. Yeah.
You like them big. You like them big. What about these two sexy men? Can you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10?
The thing that I like biggest is the wallet. That's the important part.
That means I'm scoring higher than Boogie.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
No, just kidding. But honestly, for me, like, looks, they just don't matter very much. I go for who a person is, you know.
Oh, which one's better looking, me or Boogie?
Listen, don't take it personally. I'm going to have to say Boogie.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I do look like Rich.
Now, that was definitely one of the most funniest parts. I can't believe that dude asked that question.
You know, if you think about it, Rich is giving money to his ex for the kids, and then he was giving money to Becky. So that's 2 women he was paying to not fuck.
Oh, you know what? I have to say something. And I would never normally say this, but since he said he was going to throw me under the bus, I will say this. He told me like last year. So the concept of him providing or giving somebody money to take care of them is nothing new for him. Last year, he told me he was giving his ex $5,000 a month to like take care of the kids and everything. That's what he did. So then when I mentioned the $30 pair of pajamas, this is what I got.
Review China USA super chatted $65.25.
Once Human is a strange but very interesting open world game with massive bosses that you can
Becky Boot, do you now take back what you said about Review Hell USA and the Big Cheese Crusaders? Do you now understand why we were trolling him for so long? Will you apologize to the Crusaders and say that we were right the whole time?
Oh, I actually apologize for some of this stuff already, but here's the main thing that I will say. The reason why I got involved in all of that to begin with was because there was that Review Hell channel that was making one video after another about Rich, where it was too much and it was just like unhinged behavior. It's clearly harassment, right? Now, what is Rich doing with DSP?
Exactly.
One video after another. I'm consistent in my views and my morals here.
Yeah.
I do see why you guys were trying to point things out. Do I think it could have been handled better? Yes, but we can all handle things better. But yeah.
Can I pry a little bit, Becky? You said he gave his ex $5,000 for the kids and stuff. Do you know what time frame that was? Was it right around tax time?
That was last year. So it was last summer, maybe June, July.
Okay, because I was wondering if he maybe gave her like tax money because he like claims the kids and then he gave the money he claimed to her.
I'm not an expert. I think he owes money on taxes. I don't think he gets money back on taxes. So like most people who are independent creators, right?
I don't have no money on taxes.
Quarterly.
Yeah.
I pay my stuff quarterly.
Yeah, so he usually owes. He does. I as far as I know, I don't.
Yeah, we
know.
owe every year, but but like not all creators are back on their taxes.
Come on, why are you asking about his taxes? Come on, bro.
Because the idea is like she made it seem like he gave his baby mama $5,000. In my head, I'm like, he's got like 3 kids. He's not getting credits for, and kids are like $3,000 a pop. There's $9,000 right there. He got back from taxes.
What state do you live in?
New York.
You live in New York, and he's paying $5,000. Let me do some.
It's like another part of me is like, what about child support? Like, does he not pay child support?
Well, I don't know how much of this I should go into, but I think that essentially covers it.
Nope. Something's wrong. I highly doubt that it is that much. But I don't want to talk about this. I feel like that's too intrusive. All right.
Yeah, we can talk about something.
Yeah,
else.
I don't want to talk. But I don't think that's the right number because I'm in New York, and me and baby mama broke up a couple years ago. And, obviously I had to have a meeting with my lawyers to see like what's fair and and I obviously pay more than what New York State would make me because I love my kid and I love my baby mama and I want to make sure they're taken care of. And so I actually know the information on New York State, and that's excessive of what would be actually liable.
He wasn't mandated to do it. He was doing it voluntarily.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was a one-time payment of $5,000, not $5,000 a month.
No, she said $5,000 a month, didn't she?
A month.
A month?
That's what I knew. Yeah, that was what he was giving her so that she didn't have to work and she could take care of the kids because they got a lot of kids.
He can't still be doing that because I guarantee you Rich doesn't make $5,000 a month right now.
Oh, I don't know that he's doing that now, but that was last summer. And to your point, I wanted to say this before when you were saying about how he's a horrible guy or whatever. Like just during this stream, as soon as the stream came live, 6 p.m., he was calling me on and on. He could have just asked what was going on or why I was coming on or whatever. Instead, he immediately started with the threats, like really bad. And I was like, if you're even concerned about me going on this show, once again, it doesn't make sense. It's like, wouldn't you try to talk? Not start threatening me?
I'm sorry, but like this is the one thing that I think is truly important. If he is threatening you right now and you have that on your phone, can we show the audience? Like people need to see.
We were FaceTiming.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
unfortunately. But look, I'm not going to say I was the best behaved either. He kept cutting me off, calling me a whore and everything. So I screamed at him. So there's that.
What
I
did
did scream
what?
back.
Good.
But I was basically screaming, "Shut up! What did you call me for if you don't want to hear me talk?" He was asking for answers. That's it.
Weird.
But so yeah, obviously there's some fighting like that. But,
I'm getting
yeah.
messages from all types of people in Rich's life. One of them being his first editor that he fired, asking to get in contact with us. So I'm not sure what that's about. But there is a lot of people that Rich has worked with that he's bragged about women with that are telling me everything. So, you know, again, I am what you say I am. I'm the guy that ruins people. But Betty Boop, in closing, is there anything that you definitely want like on record in this interview about Rich that people should understand? You know, this is to the public. Like,
Yeah.
people have a lot of problems with him right now for various different things. And he is literally harassing Darkside Phil. It's insane.
Yeah.
The harassment. And it's like, dude, I don't get along with Phil either. Me and him fight all the time. But let's like, this is, you seen it with the guy harassing Rich. You seen it. Like, it was unhinged behavior. This is unhinged, and this has been going on for so long. So is there anything you want to say, like, in closing?
Yeah, so, like, right there, Keemstar just literally said that, like, he's literally just harassing Phil Burnell of DSP Gaming for no reason, really. Like I said, on his live channel, RTU streams, I've seen mostly a lot of either DSP either show up in the title name of the video or it show up on the thumbnail and it will just say follow us or something like that or whatever. So yeah, Keemstar's got a good point right there. He's literally harassing Darkside Phil, and this has been going on for like the last 2, 3, possibly even 4 months since he started to not make content for his main channel no more before he decided to delete it. So yeah, Keemstar's got a point right there. He is literally harassing DSP just by putting his name either in the title names of the videos or the freaking stupid thumbnails. So yeah, it's just it's dumb. So Keemstar's got a point.
That you think the public should know about Rich?
I would warn anybody to be really careful dealing with him. You know, people warned me back when I made a video about him being harassed, to be careful about how I associated with him, that he can be a backstabber, all these things. But where he is now, I feel like is at a totally different level. We've seen what's happened with editors. You've seen what's happened at a personal level. This is me personally. I'm a softie, so take it for what it's worth. I do feel a little bad for him, but I do think it's also just that he's plain mentally unwell, and I think he needs some help. I say to anyone who wants to get involved with him, don't feel like it's your job to be part of that help. It's not.
Exactly. Even coming from the friend of his that used to be, but is no longer, she's even stating that he needs help. I'm saying he needs help. Keemstar says he needs help. Dreamcast guy says he needs help. Oh no, it's Alex says he needs help. So there's quite a bit of us that are saying he needs help. And like majority of us don't mean it to hurt him. We want it in the most perceivable way possible. Especially me, Dreamcast guy, and even it's Alex, like, we want it from our hearts. And I think she's even saying that from her heart too, because just as nice as she is, giving him as many chances as possible, like, I know that this is not like, this is not really the type of content that you want to see, but it's just with ReviewTechUSA after deleting his channel, and it's just been bringing so much for me and some other content creators to talk about. But like, even she is literally saying it too. Like, he needs to go get therapy help and figure something out with his life. Because, yeah, he literally is not doing the greatest right now. Especially with firing his editor and all this stuff and getting overprotective over his money and such. I mean, yeah, dude, like, he definitely needs to go figure something out with his mental health because, yeah, he's just not in a very good place right now. And like I said, Oh No, It's Alex made a video also saying that he needs help. Dreamcast guy, however, did too. And even RGT85 did, as well as Camel331 is even also said it too. So, like, there's quite a bit of us that are looking after him and such, but I definitely don't respect him as a person after watching this past 24 hours. But, yeah, even like she is even saying that he needs help. So, yeah, and Keemstar as well. But let's continuing on.
We got a dono asking to see the call log of him like blowing you up. Can you show that real quick of just him calling you?
From when? Today? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Okay.
Wait till you see it. Here we go.
Well, actually, there's nothing else here I need to hide.
So if you look what she is showing you, literally, he has tried to call her so many times to try to prevent her from getting on this video or this stream of Locale Live. Like, literally, you can see all those calls and wait till what she's about to say. Like, dude, I don't know what the freaking world is up with this guy, but he definitely has clearly, he does have some issues. He clearly has fucking issues right now because you can see all those phone calls that she is showing up and literally as threatening her if she came on this channel or this stream with freaking Keemstar on Locale Live and such. Bro, I'm telling you, the writing is on the wall about this guy. He's just not a very good person at the moment. And I hate to say that because I like his content and I liked him as a person, but I'm starting to not no more. But let's pick back up on it.
His name is, oh my God. Yeah. But, well, his name is out there. It's like whoa.
Yeah, he said his own name all the time.
He called a lot. Okay, there you go. There you go, chat.
So to read it out, it was 607, 613, 616, 617, 625, 625, 626, 627.
The woman don't want to talk to you, Rich. Go fuck yourself.
We had a $50 dono, but it's Canadian, so it didn't trigger the text to speech. Smokin' Homebrew said, hold on, Becky McBoobs, quiz time. What is the third generation American made battle tank? Shut the fuck up. For some reason, our fans like donate stupid money and ask about battle tanks, and it's
the answer to that's the M1 Abrams.
Well, before I let you go, I need to let you and Rich know a few things. Okay, so both you and Rich are about to get some prizes. Okay, so. Everybody ready? Everyone ready? Okay. Now you already know one of the prizes. Locale Live is buying you a brand new set of pajamas.
Thank you.
Also, we are doing a dating show with you, and we're going to put you on internet dates on this show so you can be a proper housewife. We're going to find you a match.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'll make sure I look extra good next time.
And then this last one, this one's for Rich. Rich, this is your prize. Betty Boop, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Becky.
We'll see you again. Guys, let's head over to our server. Oh my friggin' God. Wow. What an interview. I told you we were bringing the heat tonight. I told you. W's in the chat for that interview. W's, W's, W's.
You know, I thought going into this that it was going to be kind of a funny bit, and we were gonna laugh at Rich for not being able to get it up, not being able to fuck the girl, whatever. And then we find out that he's every bit the piece of shit that we've all been told he was.
Dude, he fucked with that girl big time.
Yeah.
He was nice to her, made her think that they were about to be together, and then threw her away. Then was nice to her, made her think that, and then threw her. He just kept fucking with her, emotionally fucking with her. And here's, and I don't know this, right? But my assumption is this: he was cheating on the wife. That's why he could never
100%.
fully. He was cheating on the wife, right? With Becky Boop. He was cheating with these other girls, alleged other girls that we're going to bring on an interview because, you know, that's what I do. I ruin people's lives, Rich. Sorry, you said it, bud. You said it, bud. Look, a million other people can call you a bad dad, and you can play victim on Twitter and be like, oh, how dare you attack me for being... Don't do it to me, motherfucker. Don't do it to me. Because I'll go to the fucking end of the fucking earth to prove I had every right to say what I wanted to say. I will. All right? You think I can, the guy that fucking holds these grudges and shit? Well, now I am. Now I am that guy. I'm holding a grudge. So have fun. So
I am enjoying this so fucking much, Rich. You have been a piece of shit the whole time I knew you. Back in the day when we were both on top of the game of YouTube, I reached out to you. I was nice to you. I was trying to, and you like get on the phone and you would raise your fucking voice with me. You get fucking mad at me because I said, oh, you're going to make a video about me. Come to me, come to the source. We'll talk about it before you make the video. Shit, you can interview me, Rich. And you called me every name in a fucking book. Fuck you, Rich.
Yeah.
How's it fucking feel? Enjoy Boogie's dick in your ass. Enjoy Keem's dick in your ass. You will be held responsible for the way you have treated people, motherfucker.
yeah, and you know, in my research wings, I was looking back, fucking like way back 2017, he was making videos on you over and over again.
Oh, I 100%.
So
he shit on me the one time I went on his show.
He's obsessed with you too. Do you know how many fucking Wings of Redemption shit he's watched and poked fun at you? Let him have it. Let him have it. I said my piece. Boogie said his. Let him have it, Wings. Come on.
The only thing I'm really thinking about is like we should get like Big Cheese on the dating segment with Becky Boop.
100%. I'll have Big Cheese on. Who wants Big Cheese? Who wants the Crusaders up in this bitch? But Wings. Come on, Jordy. Come on. Let him have it. Let him have it.
What do you want me to let him have it with? Like I've already said my piece. Like I think he's making a lot of bad choices, and I agree with you. He was basically cheating on his wife with Becky Boop the entire time, and it's a shame. And like I wanted to go deeper into it because I feel like she has a lot of like issues with her self-image because of the fact that she kept going back to Rich. I'm like, Rich ain't that cute. I'm better looking than Rich, even though she doesn't agree. Even though I kind of look similar to him, because at least I don't have dick sucking lips.
Because he kept manipulating her. That's why Rich was able to manipulate her and catch her in a fucking loop and dangle the carrot and like keep getting her back and then shutting her down. And then she's like, well, I'm not good enough. Why is Rich not letting me move in? Like it was just a game. It's game.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the kind of game a very sick motherfucker plays.
Yep.
Just to dangle like that. Clearly that woman, I'm not to be mean, Becky, but clearly she said she's motivated, dating with a purpose. She's looking for a partner. She's looking to finish out that section of her life. And to waste that woman's time, you have to be a real motherfucker.
Boogie, it looks like to me she's done her traveling and she has no savings and she wants a man that can pick up the difference in like retirement. She wants to basically play catch up on retirement. I just don't think Rich was that person.
Yeah, and okay, that's true, right? Like at least she's leading with that foot. She's being honest about it.
She's being completely upfront about it. Yeah. Like I want to treat you like a man should be treated, but I'm not going to bring very much money to the table. And
won't even buy her a $30 fucking pair of pajamas so he can not fuck her while she's wearing it.
Put that in
perspective, that's some loser shit.
To put that in perspective, I paid $150 a day for my wife to run 5Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the day. I'm like, $30 ain't shit in a relationship. Like I know some people like $30 is the world, but like in an actual relationship, you buy your women stuff. You buy them shoes. You buy them socks. You buy them lingerie. And lingerie's for you. It's for you.
You know, he's also got a good point. Like, if I was in his shoes, luckily I don't have nobody. I'm just alone, sadly. But, you know, if I was in that, yeah, that's the kind of person I am. I will do something nice for a lady, even if it is a small piece of the pie. I've actually done stuff nicely for just friends that literally out of nowhere. Like, literally, I've just literally bought friends, like, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, just out of my heart, just to be nice, and especially lady friends. And, you know, that's just the kind of person I am. So, yeah. And like I said, I know this is just not what you want to see, but I figured this would be very interesting and especially entertaining for people to watch, especially with this content creator that chose to delete his channel, like I mentioned, probably like the 5th time on this stream. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting to go back, and now we're starting to learn his history and then his mental state that he's in that keeps making him the way that he is, like deleting the channel, going after JKB, and then doing what he did to her. You know, Rich has definitely just got lots of problems, like no joke.
It's a pleasure to buy my girl outfits to wear for me. It is a pleasure to take her out to nice meals, to show her off in those fucking clothes.
Exactly.
That is the fun of it. That's the pleasure of it. Suck my dick for not getting that, you fucking retard.
Exactly. Boogie got a point.
ReviewTechUSA. I know what you did last summer, too. I know what you did last summer. And I'm not talking about the movie. I'm not talking about the movie. See, I had to do some work. This motherfucker said I'm evil. He said I hold a grudge. I ruin people. This is what I do. Like, I'm the worst piece of shit ever. All I do is tear people down. Okay, I'll be that. I'll be that if I have to.
And what's evil about holding someone to task for the shit they've done? What's evil about exposing someone for who and what they really fucking are? Because you know what? I don't like being an evil motherfucker. And if any of this was evil, I'd say that I don't fucking like it. What we're doing is we're exposing a fucking piece of shit for the piece of shit he is. And it ain't the first time we've done it on the show, Rich. So you knew not to fuck with us. And it ain't the last time we're going to do it on this fucking show. We'll hold every motherfucker to task, including me, including Jordy, and then when we're done with us, we're gonna go in on you, Rich, every fucking day, and we're gonna expose every terrible fucking thing you ever did.
Rich, remember when you called me a pedophile on your stream and you had that LGBT person sit there and insult me and didn't back me up at all? Remember that? Well, while you're sitting in your parents' house smoking weed, while your elderly mother stays bedridden taking care of your kids, I want you to realize that you buy whores. You mislead women. You use what little internet clout you have to get any kind of women, only to pretend that you're some sort of man and ask them for kisses. And you never touch them. You spend 10 years trying to fly these women all over the country and can't even get under the fucking bra. Let's be real here, dude.
It's about time you let him have it, dude, because that guy was a piece of shit to you. He
Can
was.
we get some
Wings.
applause for that? Can we get some applause for that?
It's just a damn shame. Like you're sitting there, you're smoking
Guys,
fucking gun,
chat.
and emotionally manipulating people.
Chat, I can read the chat. Go ahead, Wings. Go ahead. Let Wings talk. Let Wings cook.
And Darkside Field ain't going to pay your house payment, dude. In less than a year, you're going to be on these ReviewTechUSA streams begging for house payment money. It's gonna happen.
Time out, guys. We got to tune in. Rich just went live. He went live after watching LolCow live. He went live, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Well, here we go with them showing him watching the first part of the live, and just wait. Like, it's about to get a lot more interesting. Just wait and see how he reacts to all this, because, dude, like, I'm telling you, like, this is just going to make you probably not like this guy anymore. Even if you are a loyal subscriber of his channel, and he, you know, like, say, like, tomorrow or next week or something, he decides to reactivate his channel, and then it's back up and running. Like, this might actually make you not even want to watch him no more, because honestly, like, it's about to get interesting for this last hour of this stream, or 15 minutes, or or 55 minutes or whatever I should say of it. So, yeah. And I'm going to see if I got any comments right now. Okay, yeah, I got another guy said freaking cringe, and then he says, who watches this slop? I mean, it's people just love to watch stuff like this. This is just very interesting, entertaining type of videos and streams people like to watch, especially if it's, somebody doing what he did and all the stuff that he has done, and then now getting, evidence and proof of his history that's making him look like a bad person. I mean, it's just entertaining type of content. I know. I was about to say interesting, but it's just the kind of entertaining type of content people like to watch because they want to see what's going on. It's essentially just like with me playing a video game, like, for an example, like a single player game like Horizon Forbidden West. I was like really interested in that game, and I wanted to, get further into the game because, I was just interesting to see how the story progresses. And that's just what people are entertained by when it comes to content and stuff like this on YouTube, is they just want to see how it plays out and what's going to happen as we progress through it. Just like with a video game, you're entertaining by playing the game, and you love it so far, and you're wanting to see how the story plays out and how it's, going to finish, if there's going to be a sad ending, a fantastic great ending, or the best ending and like ever. It's just how the stuff is. People just want to see what is going to happen in a progression, whether if it's YouTube content, video games, streams, or heck, even TV shows and movies. They want to just watch and see how everything goes through. That's just life. That's just how technology is meant for.
Fuck.
Oh,
It's
he's
still not
pretending like
working.
we
Why
doesn't
are
know
you
the
not
show's
working?
happening.
Where are my sounds? This is really fucking
Oh,
weird.
he needs his sounds. He needs his
Are
sounds.
you working now?
He's
Dude.
trying to hit the applause button. It's not working.
Ass stars in.
Oh my God, his applause working
What
broke.
is going on? I'm going to say one thing first, which is absolutely amazing about this. And I won't ever draw a line in the sand, but I am stating a fact. How they found out about the hooker. We're just going to call her the hooker. I'm not going to be nice with this. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking a month off anyway.
Like right there, you could just literally see it. He literally says that's what she is just by calling her that. Like you're already getting the idea of how he just reacts and just changes like his emotions. I'm telling you, like just by right there, like you can already tell how this is going to play out. Like just by that, but let's continue on.
Way if people hate me after this, Tipster, you're a fucking cuck too. You have no idea about the other side of that.
He's
bitch.
mad. He's mad.
Now, I didn't know her for 10 years. Here, let me. We're gonna go through all this and watch it. Keemstar, you could go fuck yourself too. I'm not afraid of you, dude.
Okay.
Go watch
It literally just sits there and goes
I saw
after
her
him.
on Plenty of Fish back in 2008. We, through chance, through a YouTube convention, met in 2016, but I was still with my ex, mother of my kids at that time. We never had, like, a relationship.
See?
Ever.
This is the game we knew he was
talked
going
on
to
and
play.
off. We, like, hung out, like, maybe 2 or 3 times. And that's it. That's it. Now, there is one thing, and I'm actually going to admit something that they didn't even know about there. There was one other friend, and this was just going to be a friend that was supposed to stay with me.
Look how small his camera
But I
is.
got cold feet because I was on and off with my ex, and I made that mistake twice. I'm actually friends with her, and we talked tonight. We're fine. But I was dumb, and I did that. I didn't even have to admit that, and I'm admitting it. This person said they would have never gone on the show.
Haha. She did.
That was me being scatterbrained. That's my own issues. And I genuinely apologized. She accepted. We're still friends now.
No, you're not. You threatened her.
No,
That's not a
you're
lie.
definitely not.
She showed the call log. You called her 1,000,000 times.
Dead ass. That is.
He's melting, guys.
I'm saying something bad about myself right now. Why would I make that up?
He's melting.
Well,
He's
he
melting.
said he
Why would I
only
make
met
that
her
up?
like 3 times,
Like,
but like, didn't he give her $1,000?
Think about what you're
because of the
saying.
mistake
I got to see
he
why
made?
I don't have my soundboard. What the fuck is going
Dude,
on here?
we hit him so
This
hard,
computer is
his
cooked.
applause button won't work. We hit him that
What's my
hard,
issue?
chat. We hit him that
He
fucking
admitted
hard.
he's trying to destroy me. He's admitted he's trying to destroy me. Keemstar, let me
Yes,
let you in on something,
I am admitting.
bro. I am not afraid of you, dude.
Okay, I don't care.
I'm not afraid of you.
I don't care.
You can do whatever you
would
want
be-
to. I'm gonna sit down. I may stream once or twice in the past couple months, in like a month, for the next month. But I'm taking a hiatus, man. I got some savings. I'm okay.
Wait.
I'm
he's,
good.
Chad, he's not afraid, but he's going on vacation. He's running, just like our song said. Go ahead.
Didn't Becky just say he owes back taxes? How does he have savings?
Bro, let's not talk about that, please. Leave that part out of it. Please, Wings. Let it go.
Okay.
But I am not sitting down for this. That bitch is gonna get verbally bodied. And if there's something that I did that's truthful, I'll admit to it. You guys know how I am. I don't give a fuck. I know I make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
ReviewTechUSA. How does she know I'm limp if we never fucked?
Oh, God,
He admitted it.
You got it fucking working.
Oh, no. He's got the applause back. We're fucked.
I'm the only guy that's going to get canceled for not getting pussy. How does that happen? Explain that one to me.
You're an
Oh,
abusive
God.
son of a
Errol
bitch,
Rich
that's
is a
how.
bastard. But yeah, listen. To the person out there, you know I am admitting it on camera, and I didn't have to, even though you said you would never go on the show, because I want to own it.
But here's
I would
the
never
thing.
do that.
Guys, I'm going to pause it for a second. Here's the thing. We're not going to miss anything because it's paused, right? But here's the thing. This is the manipulation that he is revealing to you, right? He got her on the phone. He talked to her for hours and hours and hours. And how I know is I was talking to her and trying to convince her to come on the show. And Rich was on the phone with her for 4 straight hours last night when I was trying to lock this down. All right. He talked to her that long to convince her that he's a good guy and she shouldn't go on the show. And he thought his manipulation worked. And he's admitting it right there. She told me she wasn't going on. She told me. Guess what? Who's better? Who's better at fucking the art of the deal? ReviewTechUSA or Keemstar? Who got the deal done? You tried to get her not to come on. I tried to get her to come on. Who won, Rich? I did, bitch.
Again, I apologize to the fucking whatever the fucking thing is on that channel. As a matter of fact, she accepted my apology.
Dude, like, he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, just right there, like, he literally did not know what the hell he was talking about. Like, dude, like, you see how stupid this idea of him just wanting to stream and do these streams and such, like, you see how stupid this is? Like, I do that as, like, a secondary for this channel. Like, I don't do that many streams unless I'm just streaming a video game or, you know, something like this comes up every once in a blue moon, then yeah, I will do something like this and such. But, you know, this right here is just so entertaining that, honestly, you know, I might actually do something like this a lot more after I move out of this house and I hopefully get a freaking bigger 2-bedroom, either the house right down the alley that I'm hoping to get, or I move back to one of the apartment complexes that I lived in, and hopefully when I have a bit more space, I'm definitely going to do this a lot more, because right now it's definitely a little bit tough with how small that this place is that I currently live in. And like I said, the reason why I do have to move is because of the floor. But dude, like, you can just tell right there. He doesn't even know what the heck he's talking about, and he's losing his mind. But other than that, let's continue.
Apologies, a year ago, we hung out. You know why she did this? Because she saw an opportunity. She doesn't care. She doesn't have a soul. Keemstar probably offered her, I heard she's going to do dating advice on there right now.
Dating advice? No.
You're literally taking dating advice from a prostitute. She'll deny it, and that's fine.
And then right there, just literally calls those 3 prostitutes. Like, dude, like, that's just, you don't know that. Like, I'm sorry, Rich, but you might be a prostitute. Did you ever think of that? No, because you don't think negative about yourself. Well, clearly, from what she said, you're almost like a prostitute because you just act so funny around the ladies, like so freaking weirdly, and then still talk to your ex. Like, bro, like, dude, you don't freaking know that. Like, how are they prostitutes and you don't even fucking know that? Like, you see, he's just living in his own dream world, and the writing is just on the wall. Like, this is getting freaking shown. I just don't know about this guy anymore. I literally don't.
I'm the guy.
He's a prostitute, but he can't get it.
Yeah, okay.
Bitch can't even pay for pussy. You can't even pay to get laid, bitch.
Like, all this is telling me is Rich doesn't eat pussy. Like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, single hypothetical Jordy, if Becky Boop was into me, I'd have it within 3 days. Within 3 days.
Dude, he is stacking up the L's. Bro, I'm doing a dating show to get Becky Boop a good man, all right? And you already threatened her, and you threatened her because it was on air, right on Loco Live, that you were going to try to say that she was a hooker and a prostitute. And now you're actually doing it. And now you're doing it.
Yep.
And maybe she is. I don't know. Like, I don't know Becky Boop. Maybe she is. I don't know, but I don't think so. But
more lies. Wait, did you guys not see Priscilla in her prime? Like, Priscilla's like got cancer right now. When Priscilla didn't have cancer, Priscilla was way better looking than Becky Boop was.
Okay, one minute.
I pulled that all day.
Okay, Wings, come on, man. We're in the middle of something here.
Okay. Dude, what I'm saying is true. You will chase after anything with a vagina. I am telling the God's honest truth. God strike me dead right now.
He already did. ReviewTechUSA is gone. Keno Casino already did a funeral for you, bud. You already dead.
Don't back down to shit, though. I'm not going to run away and not talk about this first before I go on my month hiatus. How did she know I'm limp if we didn't have sex? I'd like to know that one. Ooh. I heard, too, I haven't watched all of it yet, that she said I was with her while I was with my ex. That's not true. You want to hear another fun thing, too, that she'll deny? A troll of mine...
Wait. Hold on. We caught him in a lie. He started off the stream saying she was never my girlfriend. We were never dating. And then he just leaked it. He goes, she said we were together when I was with my wife. That's not true. So he's admitting that they were together. He's admitting that they were together. We just caught his ass in a fucking lie. Yo!
One of many so far tonight.
The former troll of mine is like a simp for her. And just a few days ago, she sold him content. She's like, this is what... Are you shaming her for that? I'm like, no, but combine it together with the fact that she was selling her ass to, like, basically like boogies.
What?
Fun fact, too, Boogie hit on her, by the way.
No, I never did, actually. I have an entire
really
chat log with her where we talked about her bypass surgery. Go fuck yourself, you lying cunt.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Not her, him, Rich.
Okay.
She did sell her ass. And just recently, like I said, sold family-friendly content.
Okay. let's say
I
this
don't
is
care if
true.
she sold her ass or not.
Let's say this is true. Let's say Betty Boop did sell her ass, all right? Let's say it's true. And I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's no way any of us would ever know, right? I don't know.
Right.
All right? You still dated her for like a decade off and on.
Yeah.
You were
personally,
planning.
I respect the hustle, but
You were planning to move her in. She's got the fucking logs, you know? Like she's got chats with you for a decade, Rich. So how you getting out of this one, bro?
Suck cock. Suck some cock.
I mean, Boogie, you should have just accepted that Becky was winner of the illustrious 200K so that you could easily cook Rich just now. Just like he was trying to move in one of your whores.
So, oh, they could restream me. I don't care. How you doing? What's up, bitch? And the thing is, too, you know, I know something. I don't know if it was I tried to look for the message. She knows this is true. She said to me the other day, first off, thank you for talking about my personal life. Oh, here's the other banger, too. Just to show you how ethical these pieces of shit are. Hi, how you doing? You know how they got this information? Jay went through the DMs we had. You know, like, we would talk about dating shit. We're guys. So he leaked it because he has no integrity at all. Hey, Jay, I bet your future employers in your exciting movie career would love to know that if you have a fallout with someone you're working with, you will do whatever in your power that you could do.
Listen. All right. Becky Boop is my source. That's my source. All right. I don't know why Jay's getting involved in all this, why Jay's being thrown under the bus. My source is Becky Boop. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Rich, I don't know why you're going on to, oh, now Jay did it.
To ruin them. Fuck you. Fuck Keemstar. Fuck that half-dead fuck piece of shit Boogie. And I don't know about Wings. I can't hate Wings.
Really? You called him a pedo. Didn't he call you a pedo?
Yeah, he did call me a pedo just recently, like a month ago.
Yeah. Here's we all know Rich is now admitting to supporting pedos. That people who believe pedos.
Guys, put W's in the chat if you think Rich is crying right now.
So, look, you could watch Jay if you want to, but that's a fact. That's reality. He dug through to find Oppo on me. He dug through to find Oppo on me and leaked DMs because his ego was bruised.
Wait, I want to offer an invitation to Tipster. Could you guys let Tipster know that we want him on the show? I want to hear what Tipster has to say about ReviewTechUSA.
Fucking coward, talentless hack. You're a piece of shit like your father, Jay. Hope you hear that, you fucking piece of shit. You leak private messages because you want to get back at me?
Well, okay, I paused it. Go ahead.
Yeah, pause. Wasn't he just saying, oh, you guys are talking about my personal life, and now he's talking about Jay's dad and shit? Like, in the same fucking breath, you're complaining about people talking about personal lives, and you're dunking on someone's personal life. Suck a dick, Rich.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, Becky Boop's a YouTuber. She's a YouTuber. And she has a right to tell her truth, Rich. She has a right to tell her truth. I'm sorry. She does.
100%.
You know? And look, if you want to come out and say that she's a prostitute and she's a hooker and all that, I'm pretty sure that's a cancelable offense. Isn't that slut shaming?
It's pretty bad.
Even if she is. I don't know if she is. I don't think she is.
I don't care. We're in a generation where like women are empowered by their sexuality, and like OnlyFans is like a good secondary source instead of having two jobs. So like I'm not going to shame people for like wanting to use their body, their assets to make the money.
Oh, and guys,
she does that.
And guys, if you're on the fence whether or not you want to be a member of Locale Live, just so you know, we have a members only Discord where we all hang out. And there's going to be some exciting members only content involving Rich in the future. So you might want to, if you're on the fence about it, this should push you over. Become a member to Locale Live. All you need to do is go to your Discord, connect your YouTube to your Discord account, your profile, right? And then it will verify that you're a member of Locale Live. and you'll be able to get into the Discord and hang out with everyone in there, which, you know, they're doing a whole operation and they're looking into Rich's whole life right now. So it's going to be fun.
Fuck you.
I want to point
and
this
fuck
out with Rich
Keemstar.
before
You want to
can you pause it? Like he's being the most entertaining he's going to be in the next month right now, and like the screen is dominated by the YouTube's homepage.
Yeah,
and he's sitting there in like 8% of the real estate in the bottom left hand corner. Like, why can't you make your screen full screen right now and just talk to the chat?
It's so, you know what's funny is he has all these pictures of people crying to like make fun of them, and he's crying right now. Listen to this.
Ruin me, Keemstar? I don't get ruined, dude. You hate it that I'm not afraid of you. You hate it that you can't have me dance on your fucking strings.
You're dancing? What the fuck? You're dancing for me right now, Rich. Rich, right now. Literally right now, you're dancing for me. I brought the mistress on. I interviewed her, and you're dancing for me. What is wrong with you? Do you not understand the fucking metaphor or the concept of fucking dancing on strings? What the fuck is going on? This is like DSP level of fucking not self-aware. What the fuck is going on, dickers? Wake up, you're dancing, buddy.
Enjoy. It's just, you should just call it the Piece of Shit Podcast, because everyone there is a piece of shit except Wings. You will say whatever you need to say. Talked about how my mom was taking care of my kids while I was laying in bed. You will say whatever you need to. This is what you've done through. You just destroy people. You just suck whatever you can out of them, and that's your career. Go.
I am if you say I am. I am if you say I am.
Marry your child fucking bride.
She's 23. And just so you know, she's 23, and it didn't take me 10 years to get in there. You know, I'm just saying. It take me that long.
Did you ask for her permission though, Keem, when you kissed her the first time?
Yes. The first time Brantley started off being my assistant, right? And, you know, she was always like trying to kick game at me, and I'm like, type of shit. And then she got healthy because, you know, she was a little skinny and stuff. And, you know, I brought her back to health like a lost puppy.
She had a glow up.
She had a huge glow up, and she was just hustling, trying to get at me, get at my heart. And I finally gave in. So yeah, there was no verbal consent needed. You know when a woman wanted, you know.
Let her suck your dick in the bathroom.
Ew! Stop! Do not talk. Do not talk about my fiance that way.
Oh God!
But every room in the house, yeah.
And then they're like, he might be gay. Oh no.
Yes, it is true. Yes, chat, just to dispel the rumors. Yes, she did very much groom me. Brantley groomed me. Yes, she did.
What's up, y'all? It's OJ. Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is here. And with Google Play Games, I can sync the game from my phone.
So, you know what? Yeah, Duty, you said I was a liar, just like DSP, and you said liars like all the other lolcows. That's what I was talking about. It's in your newest video today. I watched it. That's what I was talking about, dude. What am I lying? And I ain't lying here. God strike me dead. You know what I'm going to... here, let's start watching the video. Let's start watching.
All right.
I'll get to the... Let's do the super chats first.
All right. Is he going to read negative super chats?
Josh, I'll have you on the next time when I come... I was mad for like 10 minutes. It's all right. It is what it is. I am not lying about anything. This is before I knew that. Let me talk about something else too. This is just,
here we go.
So we don't even have to get into the video yet. We're going to watch the whole thing. So no one could say I skipped anything. Are they still streaming now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich. Hi.
I'm in a bunch of girls' DMs doing what? Am I? I'm in a bunch of girls' DMs?
Mm-hmm.
Am I really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. Yes, you are.
I do. I talk to like Destiny Fun. Go ask him what I say. I don't say anything about sex at all. I don't even flirt. Just the tip. That's what you do. I don't do any of that. I have conversations. I don't act like a simping fucking weirdo. Did you suck a fart out of Keffel's ass yet, you triple fat fuck? I may be fat, but you could see my chin. You fucking cock.
Imagine making
If
Tipster
everyone thought
look
I was
so
going to do like
fucking
an
good
apology
today. It's
tour with this.
insane.
Suck my dick.
Speaking of Tipster, apparently he's been banned from Rich's stream. I put a screenshot in the chat here.
Guys,
no, don't delete him.
Guys,
don't delete him.
He's sitting there right now fighting with Tipster, and guess who's coming onto Locale Live right the fuck now? As soon as Rich goes to rewatch the fucking interview, rewatch Locale Live, you know what we're doing? We're not going to rewatch him rewatching Locale Live. We're interviewing Tipster. Tipster is coming on here.
No, I'm telling you reality, dude. I'm telling you reality. What conversations have I had that were nothing more than just conversations? She ain't gonna fuck you either, dude. Go fuck your wife. Wild thought, I know. Birdfather, I watch Magic.
I don't care if, let me just say this. I don't care if Becky Boo is like the worst person ever, right? We're finding her a husband. We're going to find Becky Boo a husband, and we're buying her pajamas, Rich. That's happening.
Sir.
I don't care. I don't
just like how Rich projects his insecurities on other men. Like like Tipster can't get the pussy. Like if you can get the girl to make out with you, you can get the kid. You can get the skins, bud. Like that's 100%. Like if they're willing to make out with you, they're willing to fuck you.
Mm-hmm. And look, let me just say this. You know, he can go and try to destroy her all he wants, but at the end of the day, this ain't even really about her. It's about you, Rich. You think people are looking around being like, ooh, what's the new Becky Boop content? Ooh, what's the new scoop on Becky Boop? No, they're looking for how far fucking lower did ReviewTechUSA go? That's what people are interested in. They're not looking for the Becky Boop scoop. Sorry, bud.
Right.
It's just,
right. And like, and Becky Boop came on here and talked about how fucking toxic you are. So you went live to prove her right by being a toxic piece of shit, Rich. This has nothing to do with Becky. It has everything to do with you being a piece of human fucking garbage.
Yep. Bring you on in like 10 minutes. In like 10 minutes. Okay, let's just finish
Mush
the rest
video.
of this.
Thank you for being a member for almost 3 years too. On internet scams and learned about the DSP escort catfish.
No. Listen, I knew Becky Boop from like 2016 because me and her got in a fight, and I think I called her a titty streamer or something. All right, chat. And at that time, Blade was sending me pictures of Becky Boop, being like, set me up on a date with her. He was in love. Only Use Me Blade is in love. Oh my God, he's sober now.
Oh shit.
Blade's a
Time to give him a
sober.
new Becky.
Oh my God. Only Use Me Blade and Becky. Let's set him up on a date.
Oh, I'm so excited right now. We're making something toxic into something beautiful.
Oh my
right
God.
Here. Only on Locale Live can you get this type of content,
Blade,
motherfuckers.
Dude, Blade is a valid, good human to society right now.
Yes, he's
Holy
wonderful.
shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm
Do
excited.
you think Blade will put the 10-year minimum in to get the kitty?
Blade gonna get the kitty on like day 3, like any normal person. But anyhow.
Yeah, he was innocent of that. There's many things that Phil's a piece of shit with, but he was innocent of that. That's already happened like 12 times because people are mad at me. Don't worry. Enjoy. You know what?
Well then, I wonder why people are mad. Well, let's just add everything up. Why don't we just add everything up, Rich? Let's add it all up. Let's say you made a video joke of a suicidal that was not very funny. You deleted your channel that had millions of loyal fans of subscribers to it. You went after Jay fired him, refused to pay him, then started all this drama, and you're literally sitting there cussing out everybody else, like freaking Keemstar, like freaking Boogie, and freaking even some other people like DSP. You make freaking live streams with DSP's labels either in the name of the video or the freaking thumbnail. Like, it's really adding up, Rich. It's really adding all up. You absolutely need to get fucking help, bud. And I'm not saying this in the meanest way possible. I'm saying this nicely from the pawn of my heart, but you definitely need fucking help. Especially when you add all of this up. Especially all of this year. And then with her story that has been like the past freaking like 2 years and such. Like, I understand, dude. Like, your daughter is your main priority. I'm sorry that she has been feeling the way she is. That is really, really just heartbreaking. It breaks my heart. I don't like seeing little kids get hurt or sick like they do. But, dude, you have got to stop letting it bother you so much like this. That changes your personality. Like, you've got to stop, dude. But let's move on.
You want to call CPS again? Go right ahead. That's another thing people do when they want to get.
No,
I think,
don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
don't.
absolutely not.
Chat, listen. Let me just say, Local Live fans, any fan of mine. I know me and Rich are having internet drama beef back and forth. Don't do any illegal, stupid shit. Don't be fucking with his personal life like that, right? And I know some might criticize me and be like, "Well, you interviewed his mistress." She's a YouTuber too. She's a content creator, so we'll let it slide. But yeah, don't fuck with him in real life. Don't be doing that. Calling CPS and doing all that dumb shit.
Ty super chatted $50. Hey guys, sorry for interrupting. Just got out of class and saw y'all were live and wanted to say thank you for all your work.
Oh my God, Ty, rewind the stream. You missed it. We interviewed ReviewTechUSA's mistress, and we're about to get Tipster on. Go back. Go back. You got to go back.
Yeah,
all right.
You missed it.
Yeah, don't fuck with Rich in real life. Don't do that snaky, weird shit, guys. Don't do that.
Yeah,
allegedly, Quantum was another one that did that, if you want to hear a fun story.
Okay, what he just said is the only positive thing that I will be with him on. Everything else is his stupidity. But what he said about Quantum is a piece of shit. He definitely needs extremely severe therapy help because of the fact that he thinks he's right and he thinks he's got to be right, and if you don't agree with him, he has to attack you and such, and acts like he knows everything about TVs when he clearly doesn't. So this is the only area I'm going to give Rich credit. Everything else is just him being the stupid crap that he is.
He didn't like that I was breastfeeding facts. I do have breasts. No, that wasn't true. We met at a convention, the prostitute and I. We met.
Why are you calling her, bro? Rich just spent 4 hours yesterday on the phone with Becky Boop, and now today she's a prostitute. How does that make any fucking sense? How does that make any sense?
He told her, if you go on that show, I'm going to tell the entire world you're a prostitute, whether it's true or not. That's what she said. That's what she said he said. And then as soon as she was off the show, he went live to make good on the threats he fucking leveled her.
She said she's shaken up. She just told me on Discord right now that she's shaken up over it. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's bring Becky Boop back. We got to go. We got to leave the server. We got to go back and set up the group again. Yeah. And then I got to bring Tepster in. So guys, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Let's listen to why I set this up. Let's listen to Rich cry more.
Convention. I didn't know this until 2019 about her. She's going to say I'm lying. But that's whatever. She could deny whatever she wants to. Know the truth. And that was it. Like, we talked like a couple, like, about back in the day. We talked about, like, Review Hell USA, who I heard she apologized to now. This whole thing was about an opportunity for her. The whole thing.
Excuse me. Hang on a second. Sorry.
Well, Becky Boop, you can come back too. We want to bring Tipster on to give his opinion on this Rich situation. And you know, Rich is calling you a hooker. He's saying all this crazy stuff. If you wanted to comment on the new stuff that Rich is saying, go for it for sure.
I am so sorry. I missed most of that. You just said he was calling me a hooker, though. I heard that part.
Yeah, Rich is calling you a hooker. We also have Tipster here live on the air if you want to connect cameras, guys. Yeah, he's going in on you pretty bad.
Yeah, of course he is, because I don't know what it is with him, and it's just like his insult to, if he wants to insult a man or a woman, he goes to money. If it's a guy who has a girlfriend and he takes care of her, he insults them that way. If it's me, he's just making up stuff. Like, this is exactly what he threatened me with, where he said that he was going to tell the whole world I'm an escort and this and that, which is entirely not true.
Well,
couldn't
you sue him?
Probably.
I mean,
Defamation, right?
that's clear defamation, like trying to label someone as a sex worker when they're not.
Oh, did you know he wants to sue you
For what? That would be fun.
for harassment?
That would be fun.
After what he does to DSP, that's going to be an easy win.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. It wasn't for harassment. He wanted to get you for slander or libel or one of
Oh
those.
my God.
Things
Good luck.
together.
Everyone else has tried that too. I'm sorry, you're a public figure, Rich, so you have to meet a standard that's so high in the court of law that will never work. It will never work. So good luck with that.
He could waste that money that he could otherwise be spending on his kid. Yeah. Probably.
Thank you. I told him that because he was telling me this, and I was like, "Why do you want to do that?" And he was like, "Because he can't stand being called a."
Oh, hey, Serdar. Max, have you seen the
PDF file? Are we allowed to say this on here? I don't know.
Wait, who said that?
Oh, I know.
Rich, a pedophile. Are we allowed to say that on here?
Who called him that?
I don't know. He's saying that's what people are calling him in videos. And so I was like, who are you even trying to sue? And he said, Keemstar, everyone, all of them, whatever. It doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, that's
And I was trying to
unhinged.
calm him down. And I said, and this is why I was like, thank you to Boogie, because I was like, why are you doing this? And he's like, well, he doesn't want his kids to grow up thinking that that's who he was. Okay, fair. And I was like, but all right, if it's actually your kids that you care about, take the money that you would spend suing somebody and give it to them.
Well,
Put it on their hobbies, in their education.
He literally cannot win. Okay, he cannot win. It probably would not
I
even.
can't believe the way he's talking about me right now.
He would not win. And if he did that, then I would fund your lawsuit against him because, you know, obviously he's just slandered you, and he would lose because he's a public figure, right? I'm also a public figure. So if someone lies about me, it's like impossible for me to sue them for slander. It's literally impossible. I will lose money and the other person might lose money in legal fees, but there's going to be, it's going to be thrown out. Like the level of degree that you have to prove of malicious lies, and it's like so fucking insane. It's like never gonna work. That's why no like celebrities ever sue people for fucking slanders, because they can't win. They're public figures. But anyhow, Tipster, what do you got?
Hey, I never thought I'd be on this show. What's going on?
Oh,
Me neither.
I knew you'd be on Locale Live. So I've seen you in Rich's chat over the last couple days, actually, criticizing him for deleting his channel and whatnot. So I just wanted your all around take, and you also know Betty Boop. So what do you think's going on with Rich right now?
Dude, this is like fucking insane, right? Because like I've been mostly out of the loop for the past several months. When he jumped on the whole like hate Tipster bandwagon, we were always like cool. We weren't friends per se, but we were cool. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, well, fuck this guy. So I haven't really been following what's going on. Last I heard, he had that really bad falling out with his editor. And then also he had the stuff going on with his daughter, which, you know, I have empathy for. I think any parent would be in a really bad mental headspace with something like that. But it's just like, I don't know, this weird downward spiral. It just seems like he's losing his fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and can I say something about something he was just saying? Because he was trying to refute the stuff that I said when I was on here. He was saying that we met by chance at a gaming convention. No, that is not true. He invited me to that convention, and I had no idea his wife was going to be there.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine the level of awkwardness?
Cheating.
His wife drove him and me and other people around like a shuttle in her minivan that whole day. And I was like, well, this is fucking awkward. Like, what?
Jesus Christ.
Weird.
Oh, is that the one you told me about the other night when we caught up after all this stuff?
Yeah, that was like 2014 or 2016. It was a video game con, I think is what it was called. A video game, whatever.
Tipster, what do you think about Rich now calling Becky Boop now that she's told her story of her involvement with Rich? He's calling her a hooker, a prostitute.
I think that's like way fucking out of line. Like I said, I've gone like back with Becky Boop for like a really long time. We've known each other for like years at this point, and I think it's really out of pocket to say shit like that about her, because it's just like it's ridiculous. It's not only not true, but it's just like it's clear to me that he's throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, just because he's mad at her now. You know what I mean? So he's just trying to see what he can do or say to try and hurt her, which is just really fucking pathetic.
He preemptively told her that if she did this show, this is before she came on, like minutes before, maybe how long was it before? Maybe an hour before?
I was literally still crying 5 minutes before I came on the show.
Okay.
Because of him yelling at me. I was just trying to pull myself together.
So minutes before she came on the show, he's telling her, if you go on that show, I'm going to tell everyone you're a fucking escort and you're a whore and you're a hooker, like threatening her.
That's unacceptable. Yeah, I think I saw somebody showed me like all the messages that he had with her or the conversations, and it just looks like somebody who's like losing their goddamn mind and trying to do anything they can to frantically, like, I don't know, in this case, try to threaten her not to come on the show. Like it's nuts. He's clearly lost his goddamn mind.
What he did is he lost his manipulation on Becky Boo. That's what he lost. Because he had her wrapped around the finger. They talked for like 4 hours yesterday, and the whole time I'm just trying to get her to agree to come on the show. But no, he swindled her for 4 hours, and she's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I'm like,
well, I guess because Becky Boop was the backup plan if his baby mama fell through again.
Yo, she told me about like the story of him like trying to insinuate that she was like a gold digger or whatever because of the whole pajamas thing. I'm like, Rich is like a no riz having motherfucker. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's not a big ask. It's not like she asked him for like a diamond ring or like a fucking like new iPhone or something. It's like $30 pajamas, bro. Like, come on.
Tipster.
If that were me, I'd be like, okay, you know, you want that too, babe? What else you want? I'll throw a few more things in, you know?
ReviewTechUSA just got destroyed by Tipster.
Jesus. He can talk all the shit he wants, but I'm the one with a wife at home, and he's the one mad by himself at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
Locale Live is so.
Oh, Rich, you fucking just got fucking shot. Shots have fired, dude. You have just got trolled by a fucking other guy who would absolutely do something nice and this was willing to do more. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. You just got fucking told, Rich. Gosh.
So good at getting wins. We're handing them out to Tipster tonight too.
Oh,
how fucking great is this shit? God damn it! I love this fucking show.
Any Tipster? Any final words? I want to talk to Becky a little bit more. Any final words for Rich before we let you go?
You know, all I'll say is that, you know, initially, because of everything that happened with his daughter, and I know that like there was a lot of, you know, he took it pretty hard with the whole Jay thing initially. I kind of felt bad for him, but ultimately, the way things are playing out, he has no one to blame but himself for the way things are going. Like, he did this to himself. So, you know, if he's pissed off at, you know, him losing his career and everybody losing respect for him, that's on him. It's on no one else. He has no one else to blame for that.
Tipster, I don't mean to pressure you, but could you end this with "fuck you, Rich"?
Sure. Fuck you, Rich.
Yeah! Oh, claps! Applause!
Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good one. Nice to talk to you again, Becky. Take care.
So
ya,
good
Chip
seeing
Show.
you.
I'm over here playing damage control because Kelly is upset at me like a motherfucker because I use Priscilla as like a barometer of beauty and not her. I am in deep shit.
You
boys.
know who's getting pajamas tonight? Not just Becky Boop. Kelly getting some brand new jammies.
Oh my god.
What I can't, are you watching? You got to watch his stream. He is saying evil shit about you. It's
I
unreal.
just started watching when your call came in, and he literally opened up his stream saying I'm a hooker.
Would you do me a favor? Would you think about maybe going on a show called Kino Casino? Because I'm sure those guys would like to have you on. And you know what would be really, really awesome and a viral moment is maybe we could get you on the DSP podcast, the Level 1 podcast.
Oh, I don't even know him, but I would do that because I just think it's so fucked up the way Rich is always talking about him. I don't know.
Clip this. Send it to Phil. Clip this and send it to Phil. Becky Boop will go on Dark Side Phil, Level 1 podcast.
Phil, you have to do this, Phil. Please. I will donate money if you do this. Please.
Awesome. All right. If there's anything more, just DM me on Discord and whatever, and we'll try to get it before we sign out for the night. Thank you, Becky Boop.
Oh,
I'm
you were
sorry.
talking.
Yeah.
My bad. Thank you. But can I say one more? Is it
Of
possible
course.
for me to say
Of
one more
course.
thing
Go
before
ahead.
I go?
Go ahead.
I just have to ask because I wonder if anyone else is out there in the woodwork like this. What is with him giving people his old computers? Because he tried to do that with me too. It wasn't his,
oh my
God! It was, but this was his way, I guess, of trying to buy me by recycling his leftovers. He gave me like a camera and a Switch, none of which I asked for or wanted. He gave me his old technology too. I was just like, what am I supposed to do with the Switch? I already have one. I don't know what's up with that.
Did
That's
he
just
try to
really
give
kind
you a
of weird.
computer though?
He did not give me a computer. It
Oh,
was the
okay. I
camera,
thought
the
this was a
Switch.
situation where he was trying to hack you or something. Okay.
No, not that.
Okay.
Not that. It's just what's up
Oof.
with this old technology. Actually, he did just offer to give me a computer, and I forgot about that.
What?
He did. I forgot.
Fucking got him.
When did he? When did this happen? When did this happen?
A few days ago or something, really recent.
Oh my! You know the conspiracy, right?
I've heard a bit about it. I don't know everything.
So he was going to give a computer to DSP, and DSP didn't take that computer. So he ended up giving that computer to his editor, Jay. It had like a keylogger or some type of hacking thing on it, and all of Jay's stuff got hacked.
Forgot about that because all I mentioned, I forget what we were even talking about, but I was saying how I didn't have Photoshop because I don't have a computer. I just have an iPad and an iPhone. And he was like, "Oh, that's easy. I could help you out with a computer. I could take care of you with that." That's crazy. I did not even think about that. That's nuts.
Yep.
What type of dirt would he have tried to dig up?
Well, holy fuck, I don't know.
Crazy.
All
All right. Anyway, I could let you guys go.
Okay,
but I
okay.
just wanted to
We
say
gotta
that.
digest that one. Thank you again, Becky Boop.
Thanks for having me.
In our wake, a cold peace.
All right. Jesus Christ.
See, that establishes a pattern. Of giving PCs to people you are afraid have dirt on you so that you could get maybe potentially get dirt on them. That establishes a pattern of, look, I've got this old computer laying around. Why don't you use it?
Froggen just got permanently banned on Twitch. Froggen, you know, the Twitch streamer who fucking said horrible things about veterans, banned. Thank God.
Is it a perma ban or is it like
I don't
one of
know.
those-
I just got an alert from Drama Alert. Thank God, #1 news show on the fucking planet. They're keeping us in the loop.
Yeah, didn't she say that American soldiers deserve to have PTSD.
Well, we
What
have
the fuck.
Well, we have all the stuff. It's in our fucking docket. If I can find the goddamn docket. I mean, it's been a minute.
Yeah, that's some monstrous shit if it's true. I hope I'm not getting that right. I hope that's wrong.
Should we continue? Should we continue with the show? Should we end it?
I think we should call it there on the high note.
Yeah, I want to call it on the high note before we talk about Frogan and all that. Like, well, we can put that stuff off until later. But yeah, Rich is watching. That's good. That's good.
Hi, Rich.
A good show, Rich. You should take notes.
Yeah, or you should come on the show. I'd love to have you on. I'd love
Rich,
to have you on.
Just like last time, if you have something to say, we'll be more than glad to give you our platform of 7,000 concurrent viewers to say it. You don't have to stoop down to your stream with 250 folks. Come on in. We got you.
Any final words, gentlemen?
Rich, I can't wait to see what Keemstar digs up next because
Kenneth Brett
you called
15
it.
super chatted $50. Rich is currently watching your stream on his.
I can't wait. Go ahead.
I'm disappointed in Rich because he couldn't seal the deal with Becky Boop. Like, how do you spend 10 years and then you try to isolate it down like you went 3 or 4 times, but she's claiming you made out and you didn't get nothing? I don't know. That bothers me that you didn't get nothing. And then you asked her for permission to kiss. Like, you can't read body language. You can't determine if she's into you or not. Dude, you're like Asmongold. You're like an incel.
Chad is saying that Rich just broke TOS. I don't know what he did.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
What do you mean? You guys are spamming Rich broke the terms of service of YouTube. What'd he do?
Yeah.
What'd he do?
He probably witch hunt. You're not allowed to witch hunt.
What's witch hunting?
I don't know. Witch hunting is like sending people to attack other people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe he
Yep,
sent
well,
his
definitely
stream over
doing
to
that.
our stream. Well, actually, before you guys go, let's do this. Let's put it on subscriber mode and see if there's rich supporters here talking shit. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any rich supporters over here hating. Nope. They're all talking shit about Rich. DSP sent me here.
Hi, Phil.
He's trying a call of action. Oh, maybe we should pull up Rich's stream. Let's figure out what the fuck's going on. I will say this, Rich. I know literally everyone. You don't. Good luck with that, buddy, with your call of action.
Yeah, I would
Had
love.
sex.
I would love to see.
That was
Rich
another part of the
as
reason
next
when she
move.
came from Korea, I got cold feet. She doesn't also let you know, yes, that was an absolute mistake.
I'm going to rewind
and
it back a little
The
bit.
S-hurt man-child is here.
Okay, here we go.
And that was like, we were talking about other stuff. We talked on and off for like years. Again, we hung out like 2 or 3 times. Were you going to say I'm lying about that, Becky Boop? Did we hang out more than that? Let me know.
He said 10 times? That's a lot of times to hang out.
You can't get out of bed 90% of the day anyway. How are you going to give fucking dating advice? Let's go. All right.
What?
Oh, look, the ass-hurt man-child is here.
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have Becky Boo.
I don't care. I'm not going on the show. This is... let's get... Dude, she's just like, hey, I got clouds.
What did he say? I want to know what he said. What did he say that everyone... Here, I'm moving ahead a little bit.
I see a donation that just came in and says, how can I get a hold of Boogie, Winked, or Keem to talk about RTU? We talk about all kinds of topics. All 3 of us are very active on our member Discord. Become a member, sign up for the Discord. You can talk to us all there about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. All right, let's see this.
No, I wasn't with the prostitute. We never had sex. That was another part of the reason when she came from Korea, I got cold feet. She doesn't also let you know, yes, that was an absolute mistake, and it was, I got cold feet, and I wasn't sure I wasn't with my ex, but it was like, this is too fast. And I also knew
You
about
invited her to live with you.
Yep.
You invited her to live with you, and now you're saying, "Ooh, that's too fast."
This is making him look worse.
This is
he
making...
literally said he didn't go back to his ex. He just decided to fucking flake on her.
Yeah, but imagine being this confident and telling everyone she's an escort, she's a hooker, but then going admitting that you were trying to hook up with her and trying to move her in and try to date her, and it was a mistake. And what? Like,
Rich is trying to make the stripper to be the good girl, the traditional housewife.
I mean, that's the story he's spinning. The reality of it was she was never any of those things. I would bet I put money on it.
Well, she's claiming she's not, and this is all a fucking crazy lie. This is wild.
stuff at that time because she told me it in 2019. And that made me take pause. Just keeping it real. If we're going to be... This is... At least I'm actually being honest. That's the thing. You're a female. No one's going to believe me, and you know that. That's why you're... But I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to say what I'm going to say. I ain't scared of shit. Let's continue.
Well, you don't need to be nervous. So the way I understand it is you and ReviewTechUSA have been...
Dude, we saw each other 3 times. We weren't together. Did she say that we were fucking together? Did she say that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were together 10 years and no sex. 10 years. She called me a fat incel, too. That was 10 years. Thank you. We were together 10 years in a fantasy fucking world.
Been dating for like a decade, basically, right?
Oh, my God. We're starting off with a massive lie.
Yeah, that fake laugh, and then look at how mad he is. He just laughed, and look at how mad he is. Yep. It's like that was such a fake laugh. That was cope. Like that was a tell, right? If we were playing poker right now, Rich, I know that I got your ass.
It's going to take him 8 hours to get through our fucking stream. I guarantee it. Way he's pausing.
Yeah.
2016.
No. When did we met her in 2016?
Yeah. Apparently we were dating. Also, too, I told you this back in the day.
Oh, he's talking to his wife.
Isn't it true that she used to be a prostitute on Craigslist?
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, yeah. She.
Why are you welling?
Paid to get. I guess she got paid to have sex with people. Is what she had said.
Thank you. Go back to sleep. I'll be getting the kids tomorrow. Have a good evening.
All right.
Bye.
Go back to sleep.
Woke her up for this miserable, stupid shit.
Woke her up, be like, please confirm back in the day she slept with someone for money. I don't think it matters. Does it? Let's say it is true. Okay. Does it really matter?
No.
Does it matter? I don't know if it's true or not, but does it matter?
No. Look, you obviously know I respect the hustle, right? Here's the difference, though. Rich spent thousands of dollars. I spent thousands of dollars. At least I got pussy, so just saying, Rich.
Yeah. And why did the wife keep saying, well, and then he stopped her and goes, why are you saying well? Like,
Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is officially available on both mobile and PC with Google Play.
And he's done this so many times where he calls her, puts her on speaker, and is like, please back this up. And it's like, dude, this is her boss right now, right? Because they're not together and all the money coming into the household is coming from him. You know what I mean?
Because that's manipulation, right? He's leading her as hard as he can.
He's leading the wife as hard as he can. And look, I need you to clear this up so I can still make money on the internet so I can take care of the kids, you know, type of shit. It's like
it does look like that.
It looks like that, you know? So, which means maybe the wife is telling the truth. Maybe Rich is telling the truth in this situation about Becky Boop. But there's too many motives to lie. You know, chat, do you understand what I'm saying? There's too much motives going on to lie in this scenario.
Just like
What now,
though,
bitch?
when Rich refused to be a good dad, right? And
Yeah.
like, all he had to do was just make it go away, just like apologizing, saying, "Oops, fuck." He made it worse, and he's continued to make it worse by bringing it up over and over and over again, and trying to attack everybody that brings it up. He's doing the same thing here. He's making the situation so much worse. Even if everything he's saying is true right now, this ain't how you do it.
Yeah.
Rich.
I'm going to end it here. Otherwise, we'll be live for like 10 hours. We've already done 3 hours today. So I'm going to end it right here. Guys, trust me, there's way more Review Tech USA stuff to come. This is
He'll
just...
dig a hole. Dig a hole. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. Final words, boys. Go ahead.
It's just good to see, Keen, that you are what they say you are, brother, if you have to be.
If I have to be,
Sorry, you made an excellent show today, and I'm envy of your hosting skills. And Kelly is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right. So I know that one was a lot long since before we last paused, but yeah, you can just like, after I watched this yesterday, now it has made me rethink about Review Tech USA just as a person now. And if he decides to reactivate his channel, I'll probably still continue to support it. But when it comes to like him as a person and making the stupidest, worst mistakes that he continues to make, like going after his editor and all this stuff that's going on, and then attacking everybody that doesn't agree with him and such, I just think I lost respect for him, like, as a person. So, yeah. So, I think this is going to end this stream. If you guys like to see more stuff like this, like some streams like this of, like, other content creators talking about, stuff like this. I mean, this was very interesting, but also really funny in some areas. But, yeah, if you like to see more content like this, I think in the future, after I get moved into my 2-bedroom, either house or apartment, whatever that happens, after I get some new upgraded stuff for my computer for YouTube and such, there might actually be time. I might actually try and see if there's a way to, like, I could probably play a game or something in the background or something like that while I got a YouTube stream, something like this going on in the background, so that way you can hear something like this stuff going on while also me playing a game, and I can also talk to you guys about my, experience with either if I disagree with the people or if I'm on their side, like Keemstar and Boogie and them are showing. But yeah, just let me know in the comments if you like to see more content like this, because I may actually try to do more content like this. I'll still do the like new news uploads about stuff going on in the gaming world, but other than that, like I stated, I might actually try to do more content like this. And so far there is not any new comments down in the comments yet and all that. So yeah, just let us know before I end the stream if you'd like to see more content like this, if this was a very, very interesting type of stream we gave you. So just let us know if you'd like to see more content like this on this channel. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this 3-hour stream, longer than I was expecting. So this is Tech and Gaming Review, so I hope you enjoy it. Rate and comment and subscribe if you're new, and we shall see you guys on the next